All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all our folks on the Discord. And welcome to the JWJ finale, the Jacky Winter Jubilee. I'm Low Fat, and I'm here with Smith Bo. Hi, Smith.
Hello. Hi, everybody. Happy to be here.
And I think our competitors are happy to be here as well. For those who don't know, the Jacky Winter Jubilee was our three-player tournament, and we are accompanied by Groovenstein, and Nastasiko, and FlyEagleFly. And oh boy, are we ready to start up. Let me go ahead and set up the final bits before we have them send. All right. All the competitors are ready, and I think we're ready to go. Looks like we'll have FlyEagleFly in first, followed by Nasta, and then Groove. All right, so we've got Eagle first up. Oh, Smith, any cards stand out in the starting hand?
Definitely the diver. I think that's an easy pickup there for the wetlands.
I agree.
Uh,
I agree.
I might be
And
tempted just to go with that. Although the
I'm not. I mean, so the Astrapia and all of these co-op birds prove just a tad bit more powerful during these three-player games because you can split those those resources amongst other players. So potentially one to keep. It's an egg source,
Mhm.
not the best, but an egg source is always appreciated in these Oceania matches.
Right. I thought of it right after I said it. Of that, yeah. It's we get to switch the mind off a 1v1. Both those are. I wonder if he's looking at the end around goal, the first end around goal, as a way to try and get that one with those two that he has selected
True.
right now.
Along with those bonus cards, I saw them only for a second. I think one of them was Forest Ranger. It's not a great card, but it looks like that's the one he might be picking.
Mm-hmm.
On a lol, set the diver in, and just dig, dig, dig.
Yep. So yeah, site selection might be interesting too with the star nests
Ah,
on the
and
edge
the
there.
last minute switch up.
Yeah.
All right, now we've got Nasta,
Oh,
and okay, not too much wetland options. Small clutch specialist. But potential forest with the bull and the tui, or you wait and see and what that
yeah.
mina might pull out.
Yep. The mine is always a. It's interesting having both the Tui and the Mina. Wonder if there's a world which you keep both and just kind of hedge your bets and see if the forest or wet or grasslands get set up.
Right, but they're all contingent on what that next player might do.
Exactly. Yep. Right.
Right. Unfortunate about the wetland options, so it might have to be a pickup of either that heron because
Mhm.
I don't see the the honey eater getting much love. I don't think. Have you ever
Yeah.
played that card?
I don't. In the achievement thing or the birds, I did play it at some point. I don't know when because I don't recall ever playing it, but it does show up in my in there that I did play it at some point. But yeah, that's a bird that doesn't get too much play for sure.
I mean, when you're desperate, you might be, and it looks like that's what Nasta's doing. She is selecting that Reed Warbler again, potentially for this end of round.
Yeah, I
Um,
think that could be. Yeah, that's a tough starting hand to start with.
for sure, but
Yeah.
getting a lot of that nectar. We got some starting nectar in the tray, and it looks like she is committing with small clutch
But
specialist.
Yep. Yeah, I like that, but it's a tough draw late. But early on, I think there's enough small clutch birds that you can make that work.
Solid. And we go to Groove, starting out with some really nice ones. I'm always partial to the Twite.
Yes,
It's a
agreed.
great long term, really passive bird drawing, maybe some bird tucking. Definitely
Yep.
helps with that second in the round.
Yep.
Force Data
Absolutely.
Analyst and Winter Feeder. Nobody has
Mhm.
amazing bonus cards.
No,
Something to keep
not
in
at
mind.
all. Yeah. Interesting. They all each one of them got the play another bird with an egg discount in a different habitat.
Yes, yes, they did. Keen eye.
And so far, I
Potentially
think first two
all of
kept
the
them. Let's see if yeah, they've kept them so far. See if Group follows suit.
and they're so useful for that fourth end around. They're quite away in a distance,
Hmm.
but those playing other birds
Yep.
are super useful in
Yep.
maximizing.
Fourth and really the first end around goal because I would see a world where that in the twite, play that into the twite potentially, and there's two birds for that first end around goal.
Looks like Groove might be playing that spoonbill and
Yeah.
digging as keeping royal spoonbill and
Mhm.
twite food. I'm
How do you?
not impartial to the white-bellied seagull.
Yeah, yeah. Just if it, just the food cost of it early is tough. How do
It
you feel
is. You
about
do
birds
have.
like the spoonbill? I'm always
You know
hesitant
what?
to play those.
I concur. So I do not use the spoonbill's power to actually reset the tray. I
Hmm.
go intentionally in my head thinking that the spoonbill is just going to draw me the bird in the tray with that nest card.
Yep.
Because with so many bird cards in the deck, I feel personally too risky to reset that tray and getting a whammy and having a new tray for your opponent set up, especially one who's running a wetlands or
Yep.
is in keen need of cards.
Yep. The only caveat is if you can get a bird that draws or tuck and draws right after it, then they become much more useful. But yeah, the first card in the column is tough.
For sure.
And
And
crows.
for all of oh yes, and the crow is coming in and
Yep.
maybe looking at that first end of round,
Yeah. I
trying to
also wonder,
remain competitive.
yeah, keeping that, maybe there's a world to keep the sea eagle instead of the spoonbill. Just
Potentially.
food becomes the problem there.
As Groove decides his final card, we'll just go ahead and say that the uh, JWJ is a best of four tournament. So this is game number two. Game number one was already played beforehand, and FlyEagleFly won that one. So, per the rules of this three-player tourney, the player who wins the most number of first place rounds wins. So FlyEagleFly is already starting off. Looks like Nasta picked up that white-faced heron.
Yep. I
She
thought that
needed
might
it.
be.
Yeah, she needs that wetland draw
Yep. Yeah, I thought that might be her play there.
for
Also, keep in
Fly's
mind
bonus.
this: there's no base birds in this format, which is correct, which made for some interesting, um, little interesting dynamic, little
Yes.
wrinkle.
Whenever we do not have a base card in the game, you have to remember that all of the bonus cards are out the window. So
Hmm.
bonus card strategies do not succeed as much unless you get extremely lucky with uh, the endangered species.
Right.
Here we have Lego Fly gaining some cards.
I
That
go
forest
owlet.
outlet. That
Yep.
outlet, he's an all-star, probably
Yep.
top 10 birds in the Asian
Yeah.
expansion.
Looking at mayfowl, interesting. Or malfowl.
Potentially for that site selection.
Yep. That already has a one ground has played, a couple more in hand. Would suspect that. Well, I don't know. I don't. Nasta will do that.
Interesting decision there.
Yeah, I'm
Just
surprised by that.
s- nobody really has developed a grasslands engine, and even worse so, she's revealed the Great Indian Bustard,
Hmm.
one of the best late point bombs in the game.
Yep. I would think Groove will probably take both of those if I had to guess, but we'll see.
We'll see. We will see.
So, a little surprised the outlet has lasted potentially now the whole way around if Groove doesn't take it. But I'm with you. I think that's a very useful bird to have, especially early to get through grasslands or forest going.
And there he goes. You jinxed it. And
Yep.
there's that situation
There
where
it is.
the spoonbill resets, and you got Planeswalker and red-legged partridge,
Mhm.
both great grassland options.
Interesting to see what. Yeah, assume he takes the parch. Yeah, probably both. Yep, and probably block the cuckoo. Imagine.
There we go. This point looks like we're seeing a little bit more defined habitats.
Hmm.
Potentially, Nasta's going to be gaining some food and building out her forest.
Yep.
Groove still searching, still searching. And here we go with some more predators.
That's yep. Especially with a carrion crow, if we can get that down with some of the predators early, that can snowball quickly. But
And a Sri Lanka
magpie
blue
maybe.
magpie shows up. Yes, this is such a powerful card.
Hmm.
Depending on how built out your forest engine is, it
Yep.
can lead to some 8, 9, 10 point turns at the end.
Right. And even just as a point bomb by itself, even if you aren't able to really use the power that much,
And that woodpecker would pair
be very
very
nice.
well with that extra food. But
Yep.
Alduin's Goal as well. Solid card for those who don't have much of a wetlands.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm guessing that's probably the decision here between, well, obviously between those three, that's the decision. But
Yeah, that common blackbird's not going to get much love. And Eagle going ahead and blocking that Alduin's Goal
mhm.
from
Yeah, I would think that'd have to be
Nasta.
able. And food.
Grabbing some food.
Wonder if she'll keep it at the forest, or if she'll play the heron right away to start getting some card draw.
I would hope the latter. I'm still unsure what that common cuckoo play was for. I mean, it does pair with small clutch, but not the
Yeah,
card you'd see getting drawn.
right.
Groove grabbing food. He's got a great selection, especially with those predator birds.
Hmm. Actually, what flag will let us hear if it's. Yeah, it's probably time to start getting some birds down. I think there's enough worth looking to play. I'd probably get rid of the budgie if I'm in his shoes, but it does hit both first spend around goals.
Not a huge fan of the budgie. Again, just
Same,
resetting that tray or exposing new cards, right?
right?
Cuckoo going down for some passive egg draw or egg deployment. I'm not a fan of an early cuckoo play only because you don't know if your opponents are even going to be activating the grasslands that often.
Right. How much use it's going to get? Yeah,
Exactly.
does get a slight bump, kind of some of the S chirp at the beginning. Gets a slight bump in 3 player, but still, yeah. Right now, none of them have a grassland set up, so it's run the risk of it just not being activated.
Both the woodpecker and the ibis remain in the tray, and those are great engine birds.
Yeah,
We we shall see if anybody decides to commit to those. Looks like Eagle is committing to playing
maybe the budgie. Yeah,
that
interesting.
budgie, focusing on both the rounds 1 and 2 end of round goals.
Mm-hmm. And gets that food access, has some cards to throw.
And I can see Nasta grabbing food here and placing her heron. That
Yeah,
Tui in her back pocket. for a Groove playing a strong forest bird, and with the
Yep.
play of that forest outlet, we can probably see that Tui going in.
Right. Hmm. 3 turns left. I don't think there's a world he can get Predator and the Crow down. I want to get. I w- prioritize the Twite here. Do you think? I would think
Oh,
that
for
the tier
sure,
powers that'd be the better tier power than the Crow.
for sure. And while this first end of round only matters for players 1 and 2, it's always good to play that Twite as early as possible to
Hmm.
maximize its potential.
Right. He did pick up the Ibis there. The Saren came in as well, which can be a useful bird. You can get it down next round and build that forest out. That can be a way to get the egg problem solved.
True that, true that. It's like gaining more food here for a potential grassland play. Oh, deciding to back out.
Yeah. What would this? Guess he was hoping to have seeds in the feeder for the partridge, but I think that
Potentially
complicates
maybe
the
playing
scheme.
that pheasant kukul as well.
Mm-hmm.
Pink powers are powerful in the 3 players. Get more activation.
Yep.
Again, nobody has played any egg playing powers.
Well,
Uh,
as we say that. A little surprised he did that. 'Cause with you, I think it's more useful, and then also it hits site selection the first column. Had the food for it. It send around goal.
oh,
I'm
White
curious
Heron
now what
goes.
he's going to do. Yeah, what he's going to play now to end the round.
I agree. White Heron went down for Nasta with the with that Reed Warbler.
Very hotly
Which
contested first round goal. End around goal between those two.
very true.
The owlet doing its job.
3 tucks always the strategy to just hit the button as quick as possible
Yep.
to maximize on those caches.
Yep. The button mash strategy.
All right, and with that, the last turn of round 1,
Maybe
we can.
Taylor Bird or force down the partridge. Yep.
Looks like it's force down the partridge. With that, FlyEagleFly is gonna win in the round number 1. Just start of a solid grasslands engine, a 5-point turn activation.
Mm-hmm. Right, couple more predators.
Twite going in for Groove as expected. Gets activated, and we see Greater Adjutant and Pink-eared Duck.
So one good and
Not.
one not so good.
Yeah, he's got a bunch of stuff to discard. So, of those 2,
I get rid of
yeah,
the look.
yeah, that duck's not going to get much love.
Yeah,
Again, it's potential potential for more action in a 3-player game, but it doesn't seem like we're going to see that here.
yeah. Maybe the fairy run goes.
Yes, between the ferry and the hobby, chuck the ferry.
Yeah, especially if you get carrying crow down, that hobby might come in handy.
Interesting, throwing away the ibis.
Your favorite food cost of it, not really having a grasslands going.
All right, now we have Nasta with a not great tray. Might as well maximize that bullfinch.
Yep. I think the only way
Eh,
to card right now is FlyEagleFly, right? Even
correct.
the upper hand on the, but a couple tucking birds in in hand for Nasta.
Forced Owl misses. A Force Outlet. It's one of those that it's either activate R3. It's not an instance where you're going to get one or two successes and
Yep.
stop. We're
Right.
all so greedy.
Yep. Also find it to be very streaky. Some games it'll just hit every single time. Other games it's goes over. It seems to be a very streaky bird in my experience with hitting and missing.
All right. Interesting. Eagle delaying his egg drawing.
Yep. Rambling. Ooh, and the pheasant, both useful birds.
Fantastic. Heron missing, unfortunately. Someone's
Gold.
gonna have to lay eggs to activate this cuckoo.
Eventually.
Meanwhile, we see a European goldfinch in the tray, so
Yeah.
it's not a bad option as well for anybody who's tucking.
Yeah, might expect Groove to grab that, but
It
we'll see.
it
Yeah,
will
see if
generate
nothing.
it, yeah, especially for this end of round.
Yeah,
Definitely useful. You know, Fly Eagle Fly is going to be tucking with that budgie.
right.
That's the play.
Yep. Here, tree. So I picked up Tree Creeper there too. You don't really have the egg access set up for that bird, but that can be a the right situation can be a very useful bird to get the forest fully built out.
I concur.
You want if FlyEagleFly found that, I think it might be one that would be with the partridge would be something that he could entertain.
All right, here comes that egg
And,
laying. Oh,
uh,
I gotta spread the love, spread the love.
yep,
The diver will be, unfortunately, the limiting reagent on any grassland engine.
right. Just gonna say that he's
But
gonna be strategic with how he's laying and playing birds.
Nasta playing her brown falcon in her forest. I'm expecting that brambling and the Tui to go in as well,
I would
just
agree.
to
Yep,
maximize forest habitat.
yep. Finally have
Groove.
an egg.
Looks like
Wonder.
Fly Eagle Fly's got the first column of site selection locked up. Have you ever fallen into that trap of just playing not great birds in order to
Being too focused
maximize?
on it. Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly.
The site selection behaviorists are the two that I find myself where I by the end of at the end of the game I look back and realize, oh, that was not worth all the effort I put into that. I went with the gall and the wetlands. A little, I guess it's early enough, but I'm a little surprised by that, being they already had the diver. There's the diver, but it does hit end around goal. Are seeing two cards.
Yes, I agree. It's still early enough for that goal to maximize.
Yep.
I would have loved to seen it a little bit earlier, but trying to delay that egg placement so Nasta's uh, tempo doesn't go out of control. But as far as I see, with that terrible start, and she's honestly the one in the lead with this tempo. Uh,
Mm-hmm. Oh, that shell
with that
definitely.
extra egg, that common cuckoo, I was scratching my head why it went
Yeah,
down so early, but it is maximizing her efficiency here.
it come in handy. Yeah, yeah. Her board development has been, especially from that start, has been um, surprising how quickly it's been built up.
Groove grabbing some food here. I think he needs to get this European goldfinch in ASAP
Mm-hmm.
just for that in the round.
Oh,
Force outlet.
yep.
Hate to see it. Hate to see it.
And that's another announcer jinx after we say go for all three, and then now it's missing after two.
Yes.
Also,
Looks like Eagle is really dedicating on finding some more birds, more ancient birds, potentially.
mhm.
A great strike thrush isn't the bad, but hey, Munia, that
Mooney's
could
good.
that could look very good
Mhm.
in his developing wetlands.
Yep. Yeah, I was thinking strike flush as well, but yeah, Mooney good. Interesting choice there.
For sure. Again, have to think about that end of
Like,
round
yep.
filled columns. However, Blight's Hornbill comes out, and you've got red-legged partridge just going to make filling up any cavity nest easy.
Yep.
Probably going to block that
Lucky
black
that's
red
that.
start.
Yeah.
Does not vibe well with a partridge.
Not with a partridge. To be even more strategic to play with that. Good, yeah. Us with
Now
a hit
some
there. That's an important hit potentially.
true and qualifies her for the end of the round. Now
Yep.
something I did want to mention is Nasta's the one with the golden pheasant. Playing that bird uh, could potentially, prevent your cuckoo from getting activations, especially if
Mhm.
your opponents are egg starved. So she wants to
Right.
maximize playing that golden pheasant uh,
Right.
at the
Yes.
right opportunity.
Yep.
And I know she wants to develop her own tempo, but you don't want to starve your cuckoo as
Right.
well.
Yeah, it's definitely an interesting conundrum because yeah, both are um, they're kind of competing against each other for that very reason. I was having to think here. Not a lot of great engine options. I was wondering. I mean, I wonder if there is a world where that red he can try and make that red start work. Just because
I
the
think,
I
yeah,
think just with the diver only having one egg spot. It's the reason I say that because you're not necessarily going to be able to use the partridge that much. You're going to have to kind of go off and on with it at best to keep clearing out that diver. So, is there a world where that red start could be useful? But I don't know. It still would be really tricky to try.
yeah, I think it'd be too tricky. And again, this blue magpie, the fact that he was able to draw it, I think you would want to focus on a forest engine that
Mhm.
can gather food. And that Eastern Rosella is in staring him in the tray, but I don't believe
That's
he's interested
true.
in that.
Interesting.
Whatever the case may be, he is committing.
Food. Yep. Gonna throw something and try and get a nectar here. A little
Looks like
surprised at
the
that.
yes, the Munia leaving him
Yeah.
s- ditches any chance of a wetlands engine. And he
Skipping the
skips his
budgie as
budgie.
well.
All right, trying to starve
Interesting.
Groove of any tucks.
Yeah.
And here comes that golden pheasant. So yes, it is a tempo for Nasta, but
Yep.
everybody getting 2 eggs, and
Yep.
nobody will be laying eggs for quite some time.
Mm-hmm. Guessing, especially with all the nectar in her hand, that was probably thought the process there was needed to get eggs somehow, and couldn't wait for someone to lay. Although, as I say that, Groove lays eggs. But I guess that she had her cake and ate it too because she got the.
It's the eggs from the golden
Oh,
pheasant,
oh,
not
sorry,
laying it.
sorry. Never mind that.
Yeah.
Looking
No, no.
between streams caught me.
Yes, and I am proud of all of our folks who are in the main voice lobby today, bouncing a three-player stream. It's a Herculean task. So thank
Yeah.
you all for attending. And this force outlet, after praising it so
Right.
hard in that first turn, has is now 1 for 4.
Said we'll show you. All right, won't fool me this time. The eggs. Eggs coming in.
All right, looks like
Right.
Eagle might win this end of round if Nasta focuses on playing Tui. and
Yeah.
Groove currently at 0 tucks
Yep.
with that
I think Nasta might
budgie
go with,
skip.
yeah.
Will we see another budgie skip? We may.
That'd be interesting. 'Cause yeah. Probably say yes. We'll see.
See
What do you think
what's
he's
going
teeing?
in.
What do you think he's queuing up to play here? Do you think he'll get the magpie in with his last turn?
Potentially. Yep, skipping
Skipping.
that budgie. It's gonna be either that Bly's Hornbill or the magpie.
Yeah. Yeah. Brambling going in for Nasta. Potentially a three-way or at least a two-way tie in the end around goal here.
Oh, right. I completely forgot about the brambling.
Yep.
Yes, that would tie up. Unless Eagle
Sarah.
may be waiting, yep. As the last player in round 2, he's gone ahead and waited to see what his opponents have played. Now that he's seen
Yeah.
that Nasta will be getting,
Hornbill. Yeah.
yep, the Hornbill is what goes down.
That's a clever, definitely clever play there.
To steal that in the round.
Yeah.
A tad bit early for my taste, but it is, uh,
Yeah. But I think
especially
for the end,
because,
end
yes.
around and getting 3 or 6 tucks out of it, I think it's worth it. If you're only getting 1 tuck out of it or 2 tucks, maybe that's not as appealing. But to steal the end around and then with the 6 tucks, I think makes it
Ooh,
worth it
Nasta.
early.
Yeah, it's true. Very true. And Nasta drawing
Kiwi,
the Kiwi and the wedge-tailed eagle and discarding the Tui. Interesting.
yeah.
Maybe she sees that that force outlet isn't doing so well and
Yeah.
uh, went
It
ahead.
had a chance to perform and it didn't, so said, nah, enough of that. But I think I would have kept the 2 there, just tucked the 1.
I agree. I would have done the same. And unfortunately, Groove does not get as good cards as
Yeah.
Nasta did.
Think
Groove's
there's
starting up the first, and wow, just not great cards in the
no.
starting tray.
No. That
Unfortunate.
stork, if you get it down early, can be useful. But yeah, I think at this point, its value is lost. Been a bit of a struggle game so far, I would say. Not a lot of overpowered birds coming up. Not a lot of synergy for the most part. It's kind of been on all 3 boards. They've kind of still been kind of finding their way.
I concur.
Mm.
No exceptional path has been carved out.
Right.
It really is just play what you have.
Mm-hmm. Trumpeter
Ooh.
Finch, last end around goal.
And a Smew
Ooh, another can be.
for the man who already has a great wetlands engine.
Yeah.
I'm partial to the masked lapwing here. It's a cheap
Yeah, I
card,
agree.
yeah.
Yep. Plus with the magpie in hand.
Or thinking about placing that nightingale up in the forests.
Potentially that's true. Yep. Looks like they went that route. See, maybe you block the bay owl. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Like that Smew might be going down.
Yep. I think kind of without kind of any lack of much, but the Smew is a good bird just to have get down. A couple tucks out of it. The C4 cards can be a useful bird if you don't have anything
Any
really developed.
direction.
Yeah.
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 And that's kind of where we see Nasta with the not great card draw. She's drawing duds, a chiff
Yep.
chaff, but not
On
not the
this, yeah.
game for chiff chaff on.
Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking,
But
wonder if the sandpiper would catch her eye. If she would keep the Yeah, end up with
We may see her drawing more cards just to find a bonus card in order to maximize that kiwi.
mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, Groove having the most cards,
Yeah.
but nothing stellar in here.
Nothing now.
Which direction do you want to go? Playing those big point birds,
Maybe, I mean,
trying to
maybe
maximize.
yeah. Maybe try and get maybe a couple predators and a carrion crow if that would still be something. But there's just really just not a lot of options.
Yeah, and not too much time. We are round 3, only about 10
Yeah.
turns to go, and not looking like a very developed board
Mm-mm.
for round 3,
Oh, yeah, let's just
right?
alright. See now for FlyEagleFly. If it's a 3-player, maybe hard. The 3-player or the flow of this game so far, where like we said, all of them don't really have much of a direction. I myself, even watching it, have a hard time each time going to them to wondering what are they going to do next. Like there's not a clear path of okay, now they're going to gain food. No, like
I agree. I think if anybody has a most definitive path, it's FlyEagleFly.
I
He's
would
got
agree.
some big point. He's got that blue magpie. Still has that goldfinch from the very beginning of the play. So I have
Yep.
to remember to keep something if he does end up playing that card.
Yep. Yeah, I think in his shoes, I'd probably just go between the forest and grasslands. If I touch the wetlands again, I think it's enough to play, and then enough between the magpie and the egg laying to for point generation.
Very true.
Back to using the budgie and still revealing nothing terribly useful.
Nothing terrible. I mean, nothing great.
Yeah.
It looks like that sandpiper is indeed going down.
Yeah.
She needs to see more cards.
Yeah. And I think it's a lot of these plays I think we're starting to see are just kind of trending towards desperation. There's just has not been much to.
Yes, just a tiny bit.
Yeah. I mean it's not a bad card to play here. It's just in a perfect world you'd rather midway through round 3 you'd be looking to play uh, something different in that situation, but just yeah, just not many options to go around.
I would definitely now be regretting having tucked that wedge-tailed eagle and the tui.
Yeah.
There's not much direction from Nasta.
Hmm.
Meanwhile, for Groove, even less so
Yeah, I
direction.
was gonna say Groove. I think is even in a worse spot from a what to do now standpoint.
Just gain food and because I forget his bonus card, but it's not one that I would want to copy with the Bustard just yet.
Right. Yeah, it's an analyst card, but think it was either analyst or ranger. It was an analyst, but I forget where. I don't know if the chat remembers.
And the Forest Outlet finally doing some
Yeah,
work.
there we go. Okay, that's it. Forests. So yeah, not a lot to do there either.
All right, so FlyEagleFly's got some options.
Yep.
Goldfinch, that Planeswander potentially last in the round in gameplay. Sri
Yep.
Lanka Blue Magpie.
Yeah. Taylor Bird might be interesting here. Play that, lay eggs, and then play the Smew. Or play the Magpie. I was just thinking
Maybe a
Taylor Bird
Trump,
and play the Smew. You could get that's 5 already up to 5 eggs laid with the Taylor Bird.
maybe a Trumper's Finch into a Gold's Finch.
Oh, that's true too.
Try Smew in that third column to maximize site selection.
Yep. Yeah, good call, site selection. And forgetting all the bonus cards.
And it looks like we are seeing the trumpeter finch go down.
Yep. Does hit site selection. And yeah,
Looks like
and,
we're getting the Taylor bird instead.
I think maybe Finch goes in wetlands again for site selection.
Right now, that third in the round for anybody. And there we go. Playing that golden pheasant has cost you a turn having to lay egg because everybody had the eggs to
Hmm.
keep their tempo. So just one more time, that golden pheasant, you really have to time it if you do have a pink egg layer.
Yep.
And
Oh,
groove with the
mistake.
black stork. I feel like that's more of a desperation play. That
Yeah,
that
I
bird's
agree.
only gonna see 4 eggs.
Yep, that's exactly. But I think in his position, I don't know. I mean, 4 eggs to get on that, that becomes in essence a 7-point bird. And now you don't really have to worry about laying eggs the rest of the game with the Saren as well. And I don't know if anything in his hand could match that.
That is true.
It's kind of like the Sandpiper, but just in the positions they're in, they're having to make very kind of tough strategic decisions. Just they're not the easy, oh, this is an obvious play type ones. They're ones that have to play the best they have.
I concur. I concur.
Very even with just one brown power in the grassland, that's a powerful turn. Thanks to that partridge.
That's a 4 point turn. Nothing to turn
Nope.
your nose against. 6 points if you consider Nasta gets a free egg.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And here she goes digging for anything, and her prayers are answered with a
Yeah.
ribel and little penguin.
Yeah.
So now we have a little bit more direction.
Yep. Especially compared to what's been seen so far, that has to be a welcome, welcome sight just to
For
see something.
for sure. And now that we have the ribel, anything that gets tossed with the kiwi, she
Mm-hmm.
will grab it.
Oh,
Exposing a Benelli's eagle.
Ellie.
Groove's gotta snatch
Yep.
that.
Yep.
I do expect this end of round to tie between Nasta and Eagle.
Yep. There haven't been a ton of brown powers.
Not really. Again, not too many engines
Yep. I
using
think that
that
does
spoon bell for
the Benelli. Yep.
snatching up. Yep.
It was useful spoonbill pickup. Possible. I will say from playing this turn that the lack of brown powers I don't think is unique to this game. I think it's the lack of baseboard birds. I think really a lot of teals, a lot of a lot of multicolored birds or boards that we're seeing. So this might be a more an extreme with the lack of them, but I think in general it trended to less brown powers just given the lack of base birds.
I could see that. There are some great brown power birds that we just have not seen.
Yeah,
No player has had great card draw, and those who have, like FlyEagleFly, have been just grabbing not much great stuff from the deck. So
mhm,
a
yep,
struggle for all three. Um, I'm
yeah. I think
curious if we will see this either Smew or Blue Magpie go down with this
yeah,
additional nectar.
yeah. I think I would go Smew just to get the card draw, and then it ties one more into the Taylor bird because I don't think you're gonna have enough food to tuck or just cash food both rounds for the Magpie anyway. I think I'd prioritize the Smew.
I'm interested to see what they maximize, either cavity nest or ground nest, since we do see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
That's true too. I would think
Looks like
cavity because then you're also if you play the finch in the wetlands for site selection, it gets you
yeah,
another.
either avenue is still open.
Yeah,
That's a shame about the Imperial Eagle getting tucked under the Brown Falcon, but
yeah.
hey, that's a point. One huge point indeed.
Yep.
And we'll see if on his last turn, Groove's going to play anything to maximize that black stork.
Yeah, I would think so. Guess probably the where to go. I'm blanking on the name. The yellow power
The,
copy this card.
the greater adjutants. I can
That's
see
it.
that.
Yep.
Can see that getting played for sure. Can't recall if it copies bonus card to the next or previous player, but nobody has a great bonus
No,
cards.
yeah. That's the other odd thing with all the bird. We're not seeing many brown powers and also not many bonus card. Like Plain Warbler and then that really that's it.
There you go. Looks like the
Oh,
carrion
Frankie.
crow
Yeah. Interesting.
having examination of the other two players,
Yeah.
how many predators they've played. I think Nasta has got the most with 2, I believe.
True. Yeah. Kind of similar to the stork. It's another. As it stands now, it's a 4-point, another 7-point bird in essence.
Looks like we are seeing that Smew
Yeah.
go down, not the Goldfinch, which makes sense.
Interesting.
I feel like we would have seen the Goldfinch. And hey, folks forget
Oh,
that
right.
that Smew can pick up tray
Yep.
powers. That white-headed duck got ignored, so
Yep. So a little surprised he put it in the wetlands. I was thinking forest just to get the extra food, particularly with the magpie.
that magpie at this point might just function as a big point
Yeah,
bomb.
just a point bomb. Yeah.
Here we see a kiwi coming in.
Yep. And then
Honestly, not a bad play, seeing as how Egg Clutch was not able to
yep.
be obtained. And wow, accidental 6-point
Yeah,
behaviorist.
unintentional behaviorist. Very nice. Kiwi also, I'm sure,
Unfortunate.
FlyEagleFly
Yeah,
happy to see that and just picking up the parakeet.
exactly. That's why you got to keep these kiwi plays to the very end. You
Yep.
give an entire extra round for your opponent to
Mhm.
potentially grab power like the parakeet. But
Yep.
yeah, it looks like she upgraded from a 0-point bird to potentially 9 points here, or maybe even more if that little penguin does go down. Oh,
Mhm.
apologies. It's forest and grassland
Yeah.
population monitor.
Yep. So I think probably any of those are going to be 3 in the end.
True, it's so difficult to get more than 3. You really have to be planning for it to
Yeah.
get 5 and 8.
Yeah. Unless she finds butcher bird in grasslands and finds something else to put with it. It's a different nest type, but that's a long way around just for the 2 points.
All right, and let's see what the Brambling obtains, and nothing to write home about
Yep.
the eater end. And she does have to keep in mind that
Oh,
the
interesting.
uh, Rybel will pick up that small clutch, so potential
Yep.
reasons that lower bound hit.
Yep.
And it looks like we will be getting 9 points off of all of Groove's teals. So
Yeah.
that's
No,
nothing to sneer about.
yeah. For all the challenges that he's been having, that's 9 points is 9 points. I
Right.
think of the
And
3, Fly Eagle Fly definitely finds themselves in the best position.
I concur. Although Nasta, who
Yeah.
knows?
Yep.
Yeah, Fly Go Fly though. He's got the parakeet, the duck, the plains wander. That goldfinch is going to give him an extra turn if he decides to play it.
Yeah.
Uh,
I
it's
think it's still
looking
worth it given the Taylor Bird.
it's looking good for him.
Yeah. It's tough to getting the odd bird out of that. Maybe the Mayfowl or the Magpie even might be the odd bird out of the what he has left.
True.
But after all the struggles we've been saying all game, like he is now all of a sudden not
He's good.
Not
Yeah,
lost
he's
for
got.
options. He has plenty of plenty of
Yeah,
options here. But it's still, not to belabor the point, another reason I would have put the Smoo in the forest is I think he might struggle a bit for food here, depending what he tries to play. So having that one extra food with the Smoo in the forests may have proved to be helpful.
true. Because food, it looks like, will be a limiting factor for all these bird plays.
He's
Gonna
gonna have
go
to.
ahead and throw out a poll into our featured nest chat. Who do you think will be taking game two? Recall that game one has already been won by FlyEagleFly, with Nasta coming in second place.
Picky here. That's a tricky one. I don't know. In his shoes, I'd probably throw the Mayfile. I think regardless, you're gonna have to gain food twice, no matter what.
I agree.
That just becomes: do you want to lay eggs? And I think if you play the Finch, you have to lay eggs. So you're running
It's
out of options.
Yeah, it's unfortunate
Fine.
because that Malleofowl would give you so many points, but looks like
Mhm.
the blue
Magpie,
magpie goes.
which I think it was just too expensive at this stage of the game.
Yes, it was, and it wasn't going to. It was literally only a 9-point bird. You
Yep.
do not have that extra food to catch at the end.
Right. Interesting. Be very curious to see what his next play. I think what his next play is if. All right.
Meanwhile, for Nasta, it looks like she's going to have to be drawing some cards too. Uh,
Or potentially just gain food a couple times, play the bird she has,
lay eggs.
lay eggs. Yeah. I
Yeah.
think drawing cards at this point, you're just.
Yeah, there's just not much. It's those two wetland birds or bust.
Yeah. I think she has if she had nothing, absolutely nothing to play in her hand, then I think you have to draw. But with what she has, it's not great, but it's something.
And Groove, who has
Mm,
felt like a dark horse for most of the game,
yeah.
uh, with that Bonelli's,
And
he
now we
still
brought him
has
back a bit.
that Bustard. He still has the Greater Adjutant.
Mhm.
There are plays to be made here.
Yep.
You can
The Goldfinch
sneak.
also has quietly been doing work.
Yes, it
Live
has.
nothing to sneeze at. But yeah, I think for him, it's priority get Bonelli down, and then get the Bustard and the Adjutant down. You can get all of those three completed this round. I think gives him a shot, depending um what he gets. The problem with the Bustard is he doesn't really have anything. I think right now it's a 3-point. It's 3 caches, is it? So
Hmm. That's still big point.
yeah, but still, I think he's kind of the same position as Nasta. There's not the value in drawing cards here is not. You'd have to get very fortunate to find something that is makes it worth it.
Interesting
I will say,
seeing this. Yeah,
didn't
this
see the
Eurasian
stereo
tree
coming.
sparrow.
It's just for the bonus card, but interesting. Very interesting. 'Cause the problem I see there is he doesn't have the eggs to do all 3 of those birds.
We'll see if he does indeed
Just
just play those two birds, and
yeah,
probably out of the three, the adjutant goes.
true.
Malleofowl, that's again, that's a one, two,
Yeah.
three, four, five, 6, 7 point,
Yep.
uh, 7 point play after
Yeah.
the eggs.
It looks like he's going to be food, eggs, play a bird. potentially. Well, it really depends if he plays that Finch or not. I think.
Here's hoping he does, so he can maximize how many bonus cards.
Yep.
The
Yeah.
I kind of
think-
assumed that cuckoo its time was up.
Yeah.
Pink
Yeah.
powers in the 4th round.
Yeah. I think Nasta probably is the most straightforward here, right? It's like even with that, she has the food to maybe play the 2 birds, maybe play the penguin, lay eggs, play the rye bill last.
In the end, that sparrow was probably worth it, seeing as
Yeah.
how allows him to get extra food. He
Mm-hmm.
will potentially receive extra food if somebody else gets some wheat. Excuse me,
Yep.
gains food. And with the bustard, it's gonna allow you to, uh, score on that twice over. So
Yeah.
Sparrow might have been worth it in the end.
Yeah. He's still at. I don't know because he doesn't really need the food though because assuming he's playing Benelli and then he already has a 3 nectar. He's really unfortunate he didn't have one more egg. One more egg would have made it.
Yes.
Would have allowed him to get all 3 birds down, which could have been a very, very powerful endgame. Out of
That's a shame. The goldfinch is going away,
Interesting.
so we'll only see either the white-head duck or the plains. If I were playing, it's that plains wanderer followed up with the parakeet
Yeah.
and tossing the worst bonus card in
Yep.
order to see maximize that kiwi play.
Yep. The other one also would have been nice to get all 3 of those birds down or find a way to get them all.
It would have been nice, but just food and time.
Yep.
Yeah, and it looks like in the end it's gonna be between the greater bustard. Oh, actually, he may have enough food to play food and eggs
No,
to
it
play
does.
both the greater adjutant and great Indian bustard.
Oh, did I miscount eggs? I would thought he was an egg short, but yeah, it looks like he does have what he needs. I think I was assuming he would have to draw or gain food another time.
Now that
Yeah.
a greater adjutant is going to copy the bonus card on his left, so would
Left.
be copying that behaviors potentially. So at least 3 points there.
Yeah.
Now we see, I think FlyEagleFly has the most interesting end game. Uh, Play one of those bonus card birds and then
Mhm.
copy it with the parakeet. We'll
Yep.
just have to see. There we go. It's
I
like
think
we're
if it's a good bonus card, you play the duck. If it's a bad bonus card, you play the parakeet.
and ESP comes up. That's a 6-pointer if the white-headed duck goes down.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we've got some 4-point bird bander.
Yep. So
It
yeah,
looks like that white-headed duck is gonna
probably
be
white-headed duck. Yep. Also helps the Taylor bird. It's one more egg
there,
for the Taylor bird because it looks like ground nest are the ones that won out.
along with the site selection expert. That's an
Yep.
additional 2 points there.
Yep. Good call. So many layers to to FlyEagleFly's board.
All right, Nasta's got 2 turns left, and time to start talking about these nectars. Since in a 3-player game, one person's not going to be scoring, so it's
Yep.
but everybody's kind of dispersed here. It's a very tight race in the forest, which looks like it's going to be tied. And this rye bill here in the wetlands could potentially lock up, or would you want to keep that nectar? Because that last turn is going to be laying eggs.
Or I would do you lay eggs. I would lay eggs now. Save that rye bill for last.
And looks like that's what Nasta might be doing.
Yeah. But yeah, the nectar play is interesting because where do you? Looks like she's trying to guarantee
Yep.
grasslands.
hedge her bets a bit.
Yep. I think that's the smart play. Obviously, we can see behind the curtain.
Yes. I mean, white-headed duck, it looks like it will be a tied up wetlands
Mhm.
since
Yep.
eagle also has his nectar as well.
Yep. So yeah, Groove in the end zone. The thing I thought he couldn't do, he can do, which I think does give him a very, very powerful end game, which he's doing the same nectar calculations. Yeah, very tight nectar races for a 3-player game, all across the board.
Yeah, that bullfinch was rotating that bird feeder around, allowing a
Mhm.
lot of folks to grab nectar when it was available in the tray.
Yeah.
Bird feeder, excuse me.
I will say I'm impressed for this. All the struggles we were talking about, especially the mid game here. The boards, how these boards are going to look at the end, you wouldn't know it. Like these are going to look like fairly well developed boards that around that round 2, round 3 turn, even mid round 3, didn't see that coming, particularly for Groove and Nasta. But
Yes,
they turned it
I
around nicely.
completely agree, especially seeing how the bonus cards were also duds as well. It's like, what isn't it going to expect more than just a minimum rage? But
Yeah,
here we've got a behaviorist at 6 points, a data
yeah,
analyst at 5, and even more goodies to be expected from Eagle.
yeah. And Groove here maybe playing chess or playing checkers, weren't even thinking about the fairy run play. That maxes out bonus card, which then allows the Bustard play and potentially wins Forest Nectar. It probably does win Forest Nectar. Well, actually, definitely does. He wouldn't know that, but wow, that's yeah. I did not see even factor that one in. But instead of taking the gamble with
With the greater
the
adjutant,
adjutant,
yeah.
yeah, just take the shore points. I
Oh
don't know.
yeah.
That's a very interesting play. It's only
No,
one
yeah,
eight. Yeah,
I agree. I mean, you gotta play with what you have.
yeah. And it's going to be
So,
one five five eggs going down in the end. So yeah,
and plus
very
that, yeah, that flip of nectar, six
yeah.
points right there.
I didn't even. If I was in his shoes, I would have thrown that bird a while ago. So definitely did not see that one coming. But well thought out. I wonder if he had that in the back of his mind from the start with that bonus card, both that and the sparrow.
Very true. All right, white-headed ducks going down for eagle, and we shall see. That it looks like a 6-point
This
ethologist,
not bad.
a solid bonus card.
Potentially big for Nasta too with the rye bill. What was discarded didn't seem to
This is
be
why you
too
keep,
great.
yeah, this is why you keep these bonus card plays to the very end to maximize what you see.
A
Got a
5 for
5-point,
Wintlands, not bad.
could have been worse.
Yeah, I think you take 5 points there.
Yeah, I always expect the Rybel to get around 6 points, something
Yeah.
like a oologist or a maximized diet specialist. But hey, can't complain with 5 points.
But yeah, I think the point you made earlier with base game not included, I think that does limit
Those
your
bonus
options.
cards.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then mechanical engineer,
Yeah. A lot of
one of the
the
best card wasn't seen. So, but again, force data analyst maxed out with that fairy wren. So fairy wren, neither of us saw that coming.
no, didn't definitely caught by surprise with that one. But it's the safer play of them, and you could argue the better play regardless. Just particularly with flipping that nectar.
Alrighty. And as we go into
Yellow.
the end of round, we see our featured nest poll of who would take game 2. It's like FlyEagleFly with 67%, and I agree. It looks like especially these
Yeah, the
late,
yellows.
these excuse me, late game yellow powers.
Yep.
That's it's over 15 points right there.
Yep. Reading out of the count.
It's like Groove takes the nectar, tie in the wetlands, and Nasta takes the grasslands.
Big bonus.
And as we see Groove's screen, the points are ticking up. FlyEagleFly taking commanding lead. Groove's cashed, bringing him up to second.
And
The Tucks bringing them up. But FlyEagleFly looks like is going to keep that first place with a 114 to Groove's 107.
and
Nasta
site selection. Right? Yeah.
Nasta with a 92.
Yeah. Hey, Groove and Nasta did an admirable job bringing that back. It's FlyEagleFly. I'd say right about when you put that pull up, I would say FlyEagleFly had it at a commanding lead, and they brought it back to make it closer. But there's too much momentum early on built up by FlyEagleFly, and then just great bonus cards that worked out for him to take that site selection.
For sure. Good game to all three players.
GG's all
Looks
around.
like with FlyEagleFly's win, he will be at 2 first place finishes, followed up with 1 second place for Nasta, and 3rd place for Nasta, and Groove similar, 3rd place and a 2nd place. So game 3 will be a potential decider if FlyEagleFly is able to lock it up and win first. That's the ball game. So Groovenstein and Nasta are going to have to maybe understand the situation and work together. Hey,
Yep.
I'll
Oh,
play
yeah.
those co-op birds.
Yeah. A wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Yep.
Exactly. You gotta stop FlyEagleFly from sweeping the series here.
Yep. Would a second place even do it? Because isn't it if he gets second, that would mean he has 2 firsts.
It
Is
would
it a
have to
race
go
to be
into
first?
a game 4 to see which player
Oh,
potentially
true. Yes. Yep.
potentially
I think I
wins first and second.
right.
Well, thanks everybody for watching game 2. We're going to take a quick pause here, 5-minute break, as we let our folks, our players, get some water, go to bathroom, and we'll be switching up our commentators as well. Uh, Next up, we have Maudlin Cake and Alex coming to commentate. But Smith, thank you so much for commentating with me,
Thank you, Low Fat, and enjoyable again.
and looking forward to game 3 coming up in 5 minutes.
Yes.
All right.
GG
Take
players.
care, everyone. GG's all around.
Yep, hello everyone, and thanks Lovehead and Smithbow for commentating in game 2. What an exciting game, and what exciting tournament, 3 players. Yeah. So I'm gonna be commentating game 3, Alex here, and Maudlin Cake gonna be my co-commentator for game 3. Are you there?
Hello.
Hey.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm great. Just saw a great game. Honestly,
Yeah.
pretty interesting, especially considering that there were no base birds, right? So pretty interesting to see how the players come up with the strategies given the circumstances. And what about yourself?
Yeah, no, I caught most of it, and I was trying to think, what are the best brown power birds that I'm most hoping to get without, with all the base games cards taken out. And I feel like I landed on Mute Swan or Shift Shaft. I feel like a tucking engine would be good, but
Yep.
the limiting factor is like no bush tit or red-winged blackbird, yellow-headed blackbird. There's still
Mhm.
some egg potential in attacking engine without baseboards, but that was my thought. So I don't know if you had thought about it or.
Yeah, I mean, looking at the boards, it seems like they are more flashy in terms of the rainbow of colors there. So like any powers work basically. Like for a groove especially, I mean like his end of round activations were pretty nice. It was not like enough to win the game, but it was really decent. So yeah, and it was really interesting, yeah, to follow game 2, and I wonder what's game 3 is going to bring us.
I know, yeah, we'll have to see. It was interesting to listen to the Smithbow and Lowfat about a potential coup against FlyEagleFly. I play very limited 3-player or multiplayer, so I don't never really think about that as a strategy.
Yeah, well, I mean, for 3 players, you have to adjust if you play like 2 players mostly, right? I think there are definitely some birds that can be less considered for 3 players rather than for 2 players, and vice versa. So
yeah, I think for me one of the biggest considerations for multiplayer is like the TUI, like the copy another player's map, because my partner actually plays a lot of just like against the computer multiplayer, and I always forget you have to remember, okay, like who am I going to copy, right? Because I play so much 1v1, I'm just like, oh, you just copy whoever you want to copy, but like really paying attention and making sure that there's something worth,
yeah.
seeing if it's
Yeah,
like either the previous or the next player, I think, right, is how it's.
Yeah, I think like there are like 2 birds, right, which can copy next or previous players. Yeah, so
Yeah, the
or like
Chewy and the Lyrebird.
yeah, and so you have to pay attention a lot for those. Like if you play Atoma, it's like less consuming in terms of like attention because you just copy from the tray. That's like kind of broken in some cases. Yeah, but here with the players, yeah, you definitely have to come up with strategies. And I think like I kind of predicted for Nastat for her to go the pheasant into the Brambling because I think again it seemed right at the time, and I mean like it definitely helped her, but maybe the luck on the draw was not there. So yeah. We're gonna see the game 3 coming right up. For game 3, Nasta is going to go first, and yeah, we already have the starting hand, but my screen for Nasta is blanking.
I say okay, yeah, her screen. Okay, there it goes. I say her screen keeps blacking out, but I think it's not there now. Oof.
Yeah.
That's a tough one.
Yeah, but the tray as well, right? It kind of helps going
there's
first
a partridge.
with
Yeah.
that tray. Yeah, I think also Evadavid can be interesting in 3 players as well. But again, like Partridge, as Maudlin Cake mentioned, pretty good pickup. Definitely help FlyEagleFly secure game 2. Yeah. Other than that, what do you reckon of the? How do you reckon which birds are going to be picked from the hand?
Yeah, it's a tough one. I mean, Little Penguin is nice, right? But also very expensive. I've never the screen is kind of small. I don't actually know the Asia, that food bird. I don't, what is it called?
Yeah, gray spotted.
Something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
woodpecker.
So it's tough yet. I don't feel like that's a very good. I do love a good stubble quail, but also without any real food production.
Yeah.
Oof, interesting. She's gonna go for it. I don't know. It's a tough bird. I didn't. What's in the bird feeder? 2 nectar,
So there are like
a worm.
2 nectars.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean that and the little penguin maybe, but then I just feel like that's dangerous because yeah, you're just leaving everything else in the tray. I think. I don't feel like she has timer capacity, but I guess she could draw just the partridge.
Yeah.
Draw the partridge play the.
And you can always discard a nectar to draw a second bird if you feel like it, because if you keep in 2 cards, all of the food that you need for woodpecker is
I
gonna
guess
be
it's
there
true. Yeah,
at
she'd have
supply.
that all the food. Ooh, there seems like a tough tempo play. It feels like it would be slow.
Yeah, but I think with the partridge pickup and again you play this woodpecker, you would hope for an extra food most of the time because
Yeah.
sometimes feeder can screw you up a lot. But then 3 food from one single activation is fine, and I think
Yeah.
it's good choice. Good choice.
So you pick up the
No
partridge
surprises
and then
there.
what else? Ooh, interesting. Yikes. Well,
Oh, colorful hands.
Yeah, I feel like I'm kind of a Black Swan fangirl. That's one of my favorite birds in the game. Expensive,
Yeah,
but ooh, what's the grassland? Is it the feather point or is it
yeah.
wingspan?
Yeah, I miss the bonus cards, but I think as you mentioned about the Black Swan, all the Ranger, never pick Ranger, trash. Yeah, but
Yeah.
when you mentioned about the Black Swan, like it's a great bird, and especially with that starting hand, right? Because every bird counts for
Yeah,
Black
yeah.
Swan here. So interesting. I think I would probably go Buzzard Swan and Kakapoo. I
Oh
think it's
yeah.
kind of it, it, it
Just for
it
like a
kind of
pretty early play
lacks.
or
Yeah, it kind of lacks like brown power activations, right? So
Mhm.
maybe it's like buzzards, stash some food for Black Swan, then play it, then start digging a little. Maybe there is a chance that we're thinking that we are going second, so looking at the partridge in the train, maybe Turtle Dove is there after the first turn.
Hmm.
Maybe that helps.
Ooh,
Yeah, so we ditch
That's
this
so
one, sadly.
uh
Yeah.
mostly I feel like that's dangerous for FlyEagleFly. No wetland bird. But
Yeah.
well, and I was gonna say
And
they were gonna hope and pray to find the Australian raven to make pellet dissector just that a little bit more like
yeah.
possible, but fortunately that is not there.
Yeah, Groove found it, and also
Yeah.
Groove found some great birds there. I mean,
Yeah, I like a lot of those. I don't know. How do you feel about the tracker pan?
I think that's okay, and then can be great because again, looking at the starting hand of Groove, right? There is like there is a bird with like a 0 pointer, which is like Asia useless one, the common teal. I mean, like this type of powers, I think are like fighting for the worst power, in my opinion, for common teals. I mean, I wouldn't play this bird if it was worth like 5 points, like victory points. I think it's really hard to make it work. It's gonna be like just a 5 pointer. Yeah, Chagapan and Smil, great choice, great choice.
I guess those are good.
Again,
They have good synergy, right? Play this
yes,
Mew, get some
absolutely,
extra cards to give away. I just feel like
absolutely.
giving away cards is really dangerous. I don't know with a Tragapan.
I mean, you
But
giving up common teal, like
yeah.
it's not
Oh, I
dangerous.
guess
It's just
yeah.
like
I had not thought about that. Actually, that hadn't crossed my mind. But yeah, I see. Just play the Tragapan, give someone the
yeah.
teal, and then okay, yeah. That I think okay. I had not thought about that as an option, but makes
See, it's
sense.
useful. It's useful. Common teal,
There you go. I
playable.
guess yeah, it's useful to give away. All right, let's see. Oop, she is gonna spend. She did go for the adjuvant. Okay, interesting. Definitely
Yeah,
didn't
so
reveal
gonna.
anything too exciting.
I think again, like we saw Warbler game two
You think
with
turtle
Warbler.
dove?
I think Turtle Dove is a nice option. And again, see, like for the second play, right?
Mm-hmm.
Trade reveals they're really important, and we see the Warbler, so there is a potential for like picking the Warbler up and somehow make it work to
Mm-hmm.
make double play in the wetlands, right? So I think
Yeah.
it's really interesting. But we go for Honey Buzzard, like establishing
Interesting.
dominance,
Yeah.
saying
At least. Yeah.
we have a plan and we go for Buzzard and we stick to our plan. Yeah. Right. So no surprises on group board. I think for
Mm-hmm.
next couple of
Yeah.
turns we know exactly what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
So let's see.
I
I
feel
mean,
like the same for
Go ahead.
Nasta too. I feel like the biggest question mark is FlyEagleFly. Are they going to be able to find the wetland bird?
That's why I was thinking, like, you playing Buzzer first, but I would assume that maybe he would go for Warbler or Turtle Dove or both.
Yeah, I don't hate it. Like be able to get the nectar first thing right now. Now Groove, has to settle for. Who do you give this card to?
Yeah, I think that will be like the most asked question, like for Groove. Like, who do I give cards to?
Oh,
Maybe not
interesting.
to FlyEagleFly now, right?
I would say
Maybe.
that's who I would not have given the card to, but
Yeah, I think it's really hard to judge, like based on first couple of turns.
Yeah, agreed.
Who is in the trouble for wetland birds? Now the question is like the very interesting one: do we play the common teal as FlyEagleFly? Teal is teal.
Just to have something in your wetlands, or do you go get the turtle dove? Interesting. I don't know. Yeah, I'll be curious to see what he does.
Yeah, that's if that happens, I will eat something not edible.
Yeah, that's confidence. I like it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm almost certain it's not going to be played. It's like it's so hard to see it being played. But I also don't like non-edible things in my stomach, so I'll just maybe yeah. I'll put all my thoughts and put in the noosphere the thought of not playing the common teal. Yeah,
Not playing it.
Falcon maybe with
Oh,
Warbler. Yeah.
interesting. Oh, ouch.
But the reveals, yeah.
Oh, and now Groove can just play I think just play the Smew, right? And pick up the Galah.
Yeah. Why not?
That's what I would do.
And
and
Brambling
the
as
Brambling,
well.
that's a pretty good bird too.
Yeah,
you
so
draw 4 yet.
Yeah. So we draw 4, and I assume we just draw 2 from the deck, and we oof. Okay, ditch the Gull and the Karma points.
Yeah, ditch the Gull in the Crimson Chat, right? And now I feel like he's got to grab the Galah, but
at least as a
not.
2/9.
Yeah, I would say. Ooh.
Okay, I see. I feel.
Wow.
I feel that play.
Oh, he's gonna go black-headed Gull. I don't. Interesting.
Okay.
I don't love it, but I don't know. I guess in a 3-player game, there's more likely to have somebody who has food, right? Maybe he leaves the Galah as like someone go forest, so I'll always have food to steal. I don't know. Interesting.
Yeah, I'm also thinking about like the tournament situation, and I think that's pretty sane for Groove because if he wants to win the tournament, I believe he has to go to places like 2 times the first place, game 3 and game 4, and hope for FlyEagleFly to go 3rd and 3rd. So maybe there's like a hard, cold hard, like heart of steel here, saying like, okay, I'm gonna play the Gal, I'm gonna steal all the food from FlyEagleFly and win 2 games. Because Groove is kind of in a desperate tournament situation, so as well as Nasta actually. So yeah, what happened while I was yapping?
Mostly, yeah. Nasta is thinking about. Well, Groove got food, so I assume he's gonna play the black-headed Gull next, and then Nasta is looking to play the red adjutant. FlyEagleFly picked up the gray teal, which I also don't think is a great bird, but he also picked up the jungle fowl, which I think is pretty good. I would put that in my wetlands if I were him, and yeah.
Yep.
And I just do some drawing. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like the gray teal is expensive, and I don't know, it just doesn't hit as much as I would hope it would.
Yeah. Also, like I don't like teals. Yeah, in terms of wingspan
Birds.
powers. Yeah,
Oh,
birds
okay.
are fine. Yeah, but cards that wingspan
It's like
Wingspan
larks.
did them dirty a little. Yeah, I mean,
Mhm.
yeah,
Larks and
you can
teals.
still play. Larks, I mean, like the Larks I can remember, you can play for 5 points and it's like mediocre.
Hmm.
Yeah, and here I think, yeah, the jungle fowl is pretty nice. So like we solved the biggest problem, which is like card draw, also extra eggs. Maybe read Warbler into jungle fowl, maybe just a jungle fowl to be able to reset the tray.
Hmm.
So I think there are no problems for FlyEagleFly in terms of card draws as of now.
Hmm. Interesting.
Yeah.
Getting paid. Wonder what he's gonna.
I believe it's for the double play, most
You think he's
likely.
gonna do? Interesting.
Yeah, but also we have to remember that there is a Gal coming right up.
Mm-hmm.
And so maybe
Okay.
that's why we want to like figure out what to do with our food. So just play a lot of birds
Mm-hmm.
right away.
Nobody. Yeah. Nobody knew he had the gull though, right? Oof.
Yeah, there is like that was a closed information, but now, oh yeah. So FlyEagleFly was going before Groove, right? So, still maybe even without the Gal information, that's still a plan, right? So
Mm-hmm.
you just double play and then maybe draw more cards if you feel like it. Discard the neck from jungle file. Yeah, and right now it's definitely like a plan. Like never have any extra food, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Hard to do if you have like the honey buzzer, but then you're only giving out grubs and potentially picking
Right.
up
Yeah.
nectar. If somebody steals your like that somebody, we will not point fingers, but Groove. So
Oh, interesting. The
great
common teal. Wow. Or the great teal. Yeah. Wow. That is. I was not anticipating that at all. Interesting.
Okay. Yeah, players
I
in
mean,
finals never cease to amaze me. I mean, like I
yeah.
never see
Yeah.
that coming.
I wouldn't be 100% surprised if he played the jungle fowl in the forest.
Yeah.
Maybe that's like the only thought I had was that maybe the jungle fowl goes in the forest because he doesn't really have great. He didn't have any other good food drawing or forest birds. So I don't know. We'll see. Honestly, yeah. If I'm Nasta, I think I just lay eggs and who cares about the end of round? But I'm curious to see what happens.
Yeah, I think Nasta is like easily favorite here with that board.
Mm-hmm.
So also Gala in hand. I mean,
Mm. But this is a good question. The Gala in your forest or in your grasslands?
it's an interesting one, but no conclusion from me. Hard to decide.
Mm.
I think maybe rather. Oh, nice pickup. I think maybe forest rather than
Forest, yeah. That's what I was
grasslands.
thinking, yeah. Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, but like it's how good are eggs engine in Oceania also without the base deck, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
So are there like good tuck and draws? I mean, most of them are in the base deck, so I would
No,
say
don't take the
maybe
nectar.
for.
No. Oh well.
Can,
Oh
can
no,
you
okay.
can
She's
you
just gonna okay, interesting.
yeah you just can use it, yeah. Okay.
Oh, okay. All
Gal.
right. I thought you'd lay eggs, but okay.
Aduin's Gal, but Nasta
Gold chest
immediately
and the Ottoman
goes.
skull. I feel
Yeah,
like you
goes
gotta
for.
interesting. Well, I guess she has pretty good. I forgot about the adjutant, honestly. So okay, interesting. Okay.
So you just would yeah, we're giving up the zebra finch, which is fine.
Yeah. Although if you have the zebra finch after the galah in your grasslands, that's a pretty good little setup. I think, at least.
Yeah, I wonder. Also, there are like birds appearing that we
It's
mentioned, like a lyrebird, crested lark. Anything else we want to kind of manifest? Yeah. So what's a good pickup from Rambling for Groove? What he wants to manifest there?
Oh wow! Look at all those friggin' worms.
More worms. Okay, Honey Buzzard OP.
Wow! All
Taking
right, there you
notes.
go.
Taking
Yeah,
notes.
Honey Buzzard OP. Yeah, I feel like the last time I played Honey Buzzard, I got nothing. I think you just tucked those two birds, right?
That you just pick up?
That
Yeah.
just yeah.
Yeah. Any colored I like in festives. Maybe not here. We are in the tournament finals.
Nice to have a group. All right, who goes first now? FlyEagleFly. Oof, nothing good. The white face heron, I guess, for his pellet dissector, but
Yeah, I mean, Hornbill is just play 9 points, so I think that's
yeah.
fine. But those birds are not enough for FlyEagleFly, it seems, because he just lays eggs. Yeah.
What does Groove do?
Groove takes cards, I think, because we have Black-Headed
Takes cards
Gull.
and steal something.
Yeah, still food. I think we pick up Hornbill, maybe? No? Also food?
All right.
Yeah.
I don't hate it.
Okay, at this point, I think like whatever I say, the players do the opposite. So you guys can follow me, and again, just also do like imagine the opposite, and it's gonna happen. Okay. So what's in cards for Nasta here?
All right. What's in the tray? I mean, she could also get food or in the bird feeder.
Yeah, I assumed. I'm not kidding you. I assumed take food or lay eggs. She's picking up cards. Absolute cinema.
Interesting. Giving to that's funny. She just gave Groove the same card. Ooh, Bioweaver.
Okay.
That's pretty exciting.
Okay.
Interesting.
Maybe
okay, now do you put that in your grasslands? Ooh, the Rosy Starling. This is exciting. Yeah. I feel like interesting. Ooh, I don't even man. I feel like the card quality in this game is much better than in the last game. Many more brown powers are coming up.
Yeah.
Whose turn is it even? It's FlyEagleFly's. Okay, yeah, they got it. Yeah, just go for those two.
So.
Ooh.
Looking like
I love a good Mandarin duck, but.
Yep. Are we keeping it though?
I would keep it. I like it. I think it's a good another like card cycle bird. But man, Fly really needs to figure out eggs. That's his biggest limiting factor, I feel like.
Yeah. Also, Groove is like kind of paused at looking at the Kestrel that came back. Say like, hello again.
Yeah. But that's and then Groove eggs is the biggest limiting factor right now.
Yeah. And I don't think there are like great birds.
I would have drawn cards here, but...
for Groove right now, except for maybe that pink egg layer, right?
What were you saying?
No. Eggs are not the
he has a pink. I forgot he has the pink. Is that the one that lays on platform nest?
Yeah, I believe so. But also we have Tragapan, so I think Groove is not thinking about X that much.
I guess that's true. I forgot about the Tragapan for Groove. So yeah, so I guess really FlyEagleFly is having is the most egg
Egg thirsty here.
egg light, egg frustrated, egg limited.
Yeah.
Right.
Well.
Okay.
So,
Yep.
okay.
Necessarily. Yep. Blaze eggs. Okay, that's what I thought.
Okay, yeah. I'm doubting myself ever since like 2 turns. Like I
forgot.
kind of tried to assume what player's gonna do. They did exact opposite. I'm like, okay, do you think? I'll just say what you did.
Yeah. I forgot about the jungle
Jungle
fowl too, man. My attention span is too short apparently for this game.
Yeah, but I wonder now
Figure
why
out
wouldn't
remember.
why wouldn't you play Jungle Fowl before the teal, right? So I think
Yeah.
is it
Agreed.
not logical to if you want to draw cards, but then Jungle Fowl will give you an extra egg. So if you pick up the bird to play, you just use it. So that's interesting. But yeah. So it kind of seems like a Tycoon engine then for FlyEagleFly?
For FlyEagleFly, yeah, I think so. It's partly why I don't really love the Reed Warbler?
Well,
what do you think about the white-throated kingfisher? Ooh, interesting. Wagtail, just do it. Go for it.
I mean, like I really like teal playing as a birds in Oceania. Also, you asked about the kingfisher. Yeah, I have to remember the power. Okay, so this one is good because it rolls for like I think 90 plus something success rate on the rolls, or maybe
really?
it was something crazy. I mean, compared to other like rollers, it's like one of the best. So maybe I'm wrong and like I'm thinking about the another power, but I think it's like if you're looking at 3 out of 5 types of foods, I think it's a really great chance. And I would say it's all right. So I wouldn't be exactly too hyped and say like, okay, that's a game changer, but it's really good in the engine. So
Good, yeah.
and yeah, as we mentioned, like again for Groove, Cuckoo is played. So are we able to lay eggs? Yes, because Chagapan is a platform, right? And we can overfill the
Overfill,
Chagapan.
yeah. Everyone
Yeah,
in the
that's
chat thinks that the wagtail was a trap, so I guess that was
a trap.
nobody else was excited about the wagtail for
Yeah,
FlyEagleFly.
yeah, with that kind of board, I think that's probably a right conclusion.
Yeah. You think like is he just gonna tuck now? What do we think? Ooh, I love
have
the
no
gold
idea.
crest.
Yeah, so Starlink maybe main duck. Yeah,
Main duck and starling, interesting. Yeah.
main duck and Starlink. Yeah, and so
I just don't think you're gonna have enough cards. But maybe I'm.
we're not.
Yeah.
So we're drawing 4 and then we're attacking 6. Yeah. We're also picking up maybe 1 from the teal, so
Maybe
minus
one.
1. And so we hovering over Mandarin Duck, which is like extra 1 per round. I don't think you go all the way. Maybe, yeah, maybe that's enough. So like we're looking at a lot, and so we discarded most of it, but some cards we still have to play. Maybe the good ones. Why not?
Groove and Nas are just going to be passing back this Kestrel.
Okay. I mean,
That's
again,
hilarious.
so yeah, so Kestrel, one of the birds which kind of have different hunting powers. I think it's much more than Kingfish, right? Because it's like
Definitely,
kind of
yeah.
it's rolling 3 dice and trying to find a rodent, which is like much less percentage as for white-throated kingfisher, right? So it rolls. Does it roll 2 to try to find 3 types of food? Or
I thought it was 3, but I could be wrong. And I think you get to choose which 3, I think.
No. For Kestrel, yeah, but for
Yeah.
the Kingfisher, I think it.
Oh, for the
I think it
Kingfisher?
was 2.
Oh, you roll 1 dice, I think.
Oh yeah. You roll once,
times?
then it's yeah. So
Is that what it is? I think
that
that's what it is.
yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, so you roll 1 because you're looking for 3 types of food. For Owlet, you roll 2 dice for 2 types of food, and for Kestrel, you roll 3 dice for single type of food. And so Owlet is the best one. Kingfisher is a little bit worse, but then it's like flexible in habitats, and Kestrel is the worst, but it's also flexible in habitats. Well, yeah, hunters. Definitely better than the base rolling dice hunters, right?
Definitely.
Okay,
Interesting.
we were
Oh,
also
yes.
looking at the pellet dissector, right?
Yeah.
So
I
maybe
think that's
we are not playing the Starling in the wetlands, but rather maybe in the forest.
oh, maybe.
And maybe we're playing a single hunter in the wetlands, or or both
Ooh,
hunters in
let's
wetlands
go.
and forests, to try to maximize the pellet dissector. Also, the large bill crow now.
Large build crow. I would say the large build crow and the main duck. Are they like? I feel like those are good friends. I think you'd have enough cards, right?
Yeah. So if you're
You
playing the
get 2
crow,
point, right?
yeah.
And this is probably a controversial thing to say, but I feel like tucking engines are so boring.
How's that controversial?
I don't know, because I feel like everyone else loves tucking engines.
Well, I love Tekken Engine, but how is it controversial that it's boring?
I don't know. Maybe it's not. I just I feel like I don't know. Other people would disagree.
Well,
But
it's effective, and
I guess it's not controversial that it's boring because all you do is just
yeah,
tuck,
you push
tuck.
one button, yeah,
Yeah, that's boring. But
you click,
I don't know.
and points go brr. So that's
Yeah,
kind
exactly.
of
Yeah. So I
boring.
guess maybe the controversial thing is that because it's so boring, I don't really like to play them. Maybe that's the controversial part.
Well, it depends, because like if you want to have fun, and
Mhm.
for you the definition of fun is not playing the Tekken Engine, so be it.
Mhm.
I'm a big Tekken Engine fan, but I think it's like the fun of it being played in Oceania and later is a little bit less, because
Mhm.
I was that quirky guy in the base game saying that Tekken engines are possible, and so I did them, and it was cool
Mhm.
and stuff. And then also European expansion and Chief Chaff, and saying like, ooh, Tekken engines, and then we have Blue Rock Trash, so that's fun.
Mhm.
You flying between the boards, you taking cards, isn't that fun?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I really thought they were gonna play the Mandarin duck, but it's not.
Yeah. Sarus Crane. Well, it's still like how many points per turn? So we tack in 3, we're laying an egg, and we maybe tack in from the till, so 5 points per, and 1 extra food,
Yeah.
which is not terrible.
No,
And
that's good.
we can also make it better by playing a hunter there, and try to start to scoring for pellet dissector.
I think they tucked the. Oof! Ouch. I said evens out.
Indian vulture.
Ooh. I like the vulture, but maybe I don't know. I think it's fun.
Yeah.
Bonus card gamble. Wow, Groove has 42 points already. Wow. Dang.
Yeah, Groove had a really nice start again.
I see him so many points. Alrighty, who goes first? Groove.
Now it's Groove, yeah. I
Interesting.
am Groove.
I kind of I like the red knot there. I don't love the nuthatch. But
Yeah, Corsican Nuthatch, I think it's like one of the least played bonus card birds.
Yeah.
You compare it to Red Knot, and it's pretty similar, but you would rather play the Red Knot, I think. Or you can play both. Groove just said, like, I play both.
I'll
Bonus
play both.
cards.
Oh, interesting. Skipped stealing food. Interesting. My assumption is because I don't want to give
Nectar,
FlyEagleFly
yeah.
nectar. Yeah.
Yeah, and now, like, Purple Heron, I think is the best hunter, right? Of the new ones.
Yeah,
'Cause
well, I think
there,
like
I believe-
the purple heron and the forest owlet are like basically the same, right? I think.
I think Purple Heron still tries to find three
Is it-
types of food. No. Owlet
So
tries
yeah,
to
the
find
purple
two.
heron, you roll 3 dice. Yeah, you roll 3 dice, and then you're looking for fish and rodents. I think. I love it. I hope that they keep this up the entire game. Ending back and forth the cast wheel.
Oh, I forgot it doesn't look for. Yeah, I forgot it doesn't look for rodents. Only for grubs and fish.
Is that the purple heron is?
So it's so they are exactly the same, but foods are different. I like the Oriole. I don't think it's gonna be played though. The
Yeah.
black nap.
Mm-hmm. That's the
Also
one. Is
cool.
the Oriole where you get a card, an egg, and a food?
Everything.
You
You have everything. Yeah, everything party.
Yeah, if you do every action.
Yeah,
Alrighty, well now FlyEagleFly is just gonna tuck. Boring. Anyways.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to
But
be a-
yeah.
Alright.
You said it was boring, but then not always you see the attacking engine that interesting, right? You have the Great Teal, Jungle Fowl, Main Duck, and Crow. Honorable mention is Warbler, but it doesn't do the job here, other than being a bird in the wetlands.
Yeah.
Attacking engine. Yeah, here is attacking engine. Gal, Bias Weaver, Avadavat. Much more conservative
Interesting.
attacking
Alright.
engine, I would say. Yeah.
Is it too late for the Multoney's Warbler? I don't think so. But maybe I'm wrong.
Hey,
Oh no,
who found the
Kestrel!
Who
Me
found the
too.
Multoney?
Nasta?
Okay, I'm trying to figure it out. Where's the... Okay, yeah, I see.
Interesting.
For Nasta, okay.
Ooh.
Emerald Dove, insane.
I love
For
that Emerald
Nast,
Dove, yeah.
for Nasta, Multoney. No, I think it's pretty much similar
It's
to
not
what
too late.
we.
What you think?
I think it's similar to the situation when FlyEagleFly found the Wagtail. I think it's pretty similar.
Really? See, I feel like for Nasta at least like for FlyEagleFly, I would say yeah, like he doesn't have any like laying eggs isn't a benefit at all for him, right? But at least Nasta has the partridge.
Yeah. So yeah, I have to
So.
take back my words. So why is it good? Because like every activation of the habitats is good for Nasta. And we have the gold crests. And we have the like Gal Weaver Avadavat. So I think it's and which activations did we do? We only drew cards. So now we take food, we play Maltoni, we lay X, and it's fine. And we also have one extra action to decide. So I think it's it's very good, close to great. So
Ooh, good job! A nice pull for Groove for mechanical engineering.
yeah, nice. Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, it's good, but now like we played Cuckoo, so we are like one bird less for mechanical. But
He
we
just
already
needs
have
another
two birds
ground nest or
basically.
platform now.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, 7 birds already. Yeah. So only a single nest will make it. Yeah. So 2 cavities.
It has to be a platform or a ground nest, but yeah.
Yeah,
Either of
platform.
those.
Yeah. So it's basically 8 points. Yeah. So that was a great pull.
Yeah. I don't know if Nesta has enough food generation. That would be the only consideration, I feel like, maybe.
Mm,
Ugh, ouch.
okay. Shrike Trash missed. Sedge. But we
Yeah,
don't
does
want
she...
we don't want rodents anyway, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's yeah. Like, extra
Either
food is
is
always
points.
good, right?
Yeah. We skipped the goal crest, which is also
Mm-hmm.
sad.
Yeah.
Maybe food once more and play a bird there.
Yeah. Huh.
Ooh,
I don't know. Yeah, it might be. Ooh, Phil. Well, I guess actually all of these birds that FlyEagleFly is gonna be drawing. It's mostly just what are other people not gonna have access to, right?
Yeah. So Baal in the tray, I have to mention it. Baal.
Mhm.
I would really love to see like the board for Baal that works and Baal being played on that board.
Mhm.
It's also like more chances for this type of tournament when we don't have the baseboard for it to be good, I
Mhm.
think, because the hunters are better outside of the baseboard. So
Mhm. I think Groove does now.
what Groove does?
Play
Play
the
Goldfinch
Goldfinch and
and
interesting. Huh.
play
I didn't
Goldfinch,
think about
lay
that. What do you
X.
think?
Oh no. We like
I think he's got to play two. So is it the Goldfinch and the Red Knot? Is it the Does he play the
yeah.
Oriole? He doesn't really need. The Oriole gives you food,
Oriole.
eggs, and a card.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
Oriole gives you everything. Like Goldfinch into Oriole for Oriole value, because Red Knot can
Mhm.
be played at any point in the game.
Yeah, and can like draw a card, right?
Yeah, but we have 6 nectar, so that's fine. We kind of say that we are going to win nectar in grassland as well, so that's fine. Yeah, and so see like again. Oh, Chief Chaff found for FlyEagleFly. I kind of missed that. Maybe it was
Yeah,
previous turn, but
he found that a little while ago.
no, don't pitch
I
the
think.
losing
What
style
did he?
points. Unacceptable. To attacking the Blue Rock Thrush.
Mm. I'm surprised at how well the Gray Teal is performing for FlyEagleFly.
Yeah, I mean,
Honestly, but
it's interesting to see what are the chances of Grey Teal missing. I would assume it's like, so if we assume that the sort of the deck can be played in the wetlands, so we are like kind of pulling 2 swords to the power of 3,
nice.
or something like that. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
Eagle pickup from the Gull
Mm-hmm.
definitely helps Nastasiko. Ah,
Yeah, I'm kind of. I don't want to say get confused, but I'm Nasta's game is like somewhat disjoint. I don't know if disjointed is the right word, but I'm trying to figure out kind of what.
well, I think it's a game for teal playing as a bird, right? So every habitat
Yeah.
is good, but not good enough for it to be considered an engine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's why I feel like the Moltonis would have been perfect. But
Yeah, I mean,
maybe I'm wrong.
but now it seems like if we played penguin, that it's kind of like wetland-ish, and then we also activate Goldcrest to play extra birds that we want to play in the forest if we find those.
Mm.
And Partridge was a savior for tempo for extra X. Now we
Mm-hmm.
have Bay as Weaver, so Okay, FlyEagleFly. Yeah, we push button.
That's
we
what
attack
he's
cards.
doing.
Yeah. And it's gonna be a bummer if he
I
wins
mean,
the
his
game.
jungle file will fill up eventually, so I wonder if there'll be a plan to do anything.
Yeah, I also have to know that. I just said that it's gonna be a bummer that he wins. I have to formulate that more accurately. It's not a bummer that he wins, right? So it's gonna be like a clean sweep in the finals, which is gonna be a great performance. But I think again, like attacking engines are effective if you want to win. I think the power of attacking engines is a little bit less in Oceania and going forwards, and so we're not right now.
Yeah.
We are in all expansions but the base game, and so let's see how effective that is in that circumstances. I think it's on a great track to be top boards there.
Interesting. I think Groove actually. I think Groove has the upper hand in this game. I think I don't know. Maybe we'll see, but I kind of feel like Groove is going to win this game. But
interesting, yeah.
who are you thinking? Do you thinking it's going to go to FlyEagleFly?
Well, yeah, kinda. And the poll is already in the chat, so thank you, Hen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's a split decision for now. Yeah. Nobody's thinking FlyEagleFly, but maybe it's maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's wishful thinking. I think in like, okay, attacking engines, good old times. This one is also pretty interesting. We have the large build crow, red jungle fowl, great heal. And so, but not that many points, right? So we scoring zero. Scoring 0 for Nectar. Not that many attacks.
Yeah, I mean that's like a big thing because he's gonna score just, and I guess it's a 3-player, so maybe scoring 0 for Nectar isn't that big of a gray-headed mannequin is not big of a deal, but
yeah. So how many points per turn until the red jungle file fills up? So 2, 5, just 7. I don't think that's good enough.
Yeah, he has 2 more activations for wow. I feel like the gray teal is definitely overperforming.
Yeah, I tried to do math, but during the commentary, hard to do. Yeah. So probabilities.
I don't know. I guess I think the gray-headed mannequin pickup for FlyEagleFly was pretty good. I think. I mean, he's only at 63. I didn't actually see. Did you see what Groove's score was at?
I kind of missed that, but I think a little bit more or similar.
Love a booby. Groove 87. Yeah, was what? Yeah, that's yeah.
Okay, missing on the penguin is sad.
Missing on the mostly like, and after having drawn the cormorant and the booby, it's a bummer.
Yeah. So we give wait. We giving out the codes? To attack an engine. Okay.
Yeah, because yeah.
You cannot play it, but you can tag it. There you go. Yeah, in the meantime, where's the Eurasian Kestrel? Is it still sitting somewhere?
Somebody tucked it at some point. I think Nasta tucked it under her BioWeaver at one point.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So thanks for the mass in chat.
Okay, I guess the Great Teal is 85.9. I think I'm just very unlucky then when it comes to the Great Teal.
Yeah. I mean, okay, I was trying to do the math with an assumption that 1/3 of the deck goes into wetlands. So
yeah,
there's some math involved. I assume that's it's gonna be
85. That's
big.
that seems really high to me, but I guess I'm
But you just only
Okay.
need to find one wetland card, right? So the possibility of you not finding any
I guess yeah,
is
because
small.
of 3 cards, I guess instead, yeah, because it's not you're just not drawing 1 card at a time.
Yeah. Yeah. Someone also brings that point. Was it scared? Yeah, saying that it's like when you play the birds, it says like on paper it's good. When you roll for honey buzzards, it's
Right, yeah.
0 in the first round, and you're like, damn, honey buzzard, I never play you again ever. You bet.
Yeah.
And for like who was the player playing the honey buzzard, the FlyEagleFly? Immediately, first
Yeah.
round. Here you go, 4
Oh,
grabs. There you go.
yeah.
We play attacking engine. We don't care. All the grabs to you. Yeah, it's very
Alright, if
different.
you're
So for
through
me,
now, do you reset this tray?
well, do you need extra cards?
I mean, yeah, he doesn't really need extra. Yeah, I think the question is he doesn't really need extra cards, and that puts him at risk for revealing something really good. I think that would kind of be my mindset.
Okay, so we found something, and also something not useless.
He did. Okay.
Yeah, so Twice maybe
Yeah.
pick up. Beridry. Wait, Riedling, yeah. Well, Riedling is
Everything.
it's Groove doesn't have the board for Riedling, but I think Riedling is an okay bird, so definitely can be helpful in some situations. But going back to the point of rolling 4 grabs with the buzzard and performances, definitely the nemesis for me were in the European expansion. Like Little Penguin was a nemesis. It was
Oh yeah.
I played Little Penguin. I cashed 1 fish per game. I believe I cannot remember the player, but the player played it against me, and it was like 14 caches in 4 turns. I was like, "You hate me, Penguin."
Yeah.
I mean, like, what did
Yeah.
I do to you? I like penguins. You don't like me, it seems.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, so it's really different for different players and for the birds which are kind of gambly-ish. Yeah, but I mean, I still don't mind penguin. I just kind of assume it's like a 7-point bird. So never more.
You know what I didn't think about this whole time? Can the large bill crow that could be tucking? I guess caching. FlyEagleFly would have to go and get the food, right? To cache, but he could be caching a rodent or other things, right? I wasn't thinking about it.
Yeah,
But,
yeah. I mean, if you want to score for pellet dissector, I think, yeah. But at this
interesting.
point, I think it's also a valid
Probably, yeah.
consideration just to ditch it and do what you want to do. Yeah, maybe Chief Chaff. I think Chief Chaff should be taxed for style points as well. No better option in the hands.
And he has so many play another birds. I wonder if he. I don't know. I would also be the other thing I have against tucking engines is then I'm always wanting to do other things, and so I get distracted by playing birds.
But I assume what the creators of Wingspan try to do with the expansions, that the best way to play the game is to play birds. And so I think they did good with the expansions to make it more more viable just to play birds, changing the board as well, utilizing the extra resources compared to base boards. So what's the board with the most birds right now? I think it's kind of tied between Groove and Nasta for now. But also FlyEagleFly is not trailing even for the attacking engine. sitting on
Mhm.
8 birds plate. But it was all thanks to the Warbler into Goshawk last play for FlyEagleFly. So practically free. One food for that. And 1 egg. I assume there's gonna be more birds played on FlyEagleFly board. Yeah, maybe the Kakapoo.
Yeah, I was
the
thinking
last.
that FlyEagleFly
Yeah, go
would
ahead.
play the mannequin and then play the Kakapo with the mannequin, but we'll see.
Yeah. Ha! Indian Vulture. Yes, let's
Indian
go.
Vulture.
I think that's definitely.
Is that for
It's
interesting.
it's kind of like Groove trying to win me back by playing Vulture after playing the Black-Headed Gal. I think we are level in terms of like what would I done being the player there. Yeah, Vulture is I think it's were there like any
Also helps
better
with his
plays? Helps with what? With
it helps with his with his first bonus card, the I don't remember what it's called, but it's the different type of nest types in his grasslands.
yeah. Population monitor or something? Okay, so boarding stuff for FlyEagleFly.
I know.
Yeah, also maybe Groove is kinda
Oh,
trying to do
wow.
aspirational behaviors as well. Wait, what? Okay, Great Hill. I mean, for this game specifically, Great Hill scores an A.
Now, you know,
Plus
I don't know. I would probably, if I was fly, and I don't know if this is the wrong thing to do, but I would play mannequin and then the Kakapo, and then I would play the Benellis with the mannequin. I don't know. Maybe that's crazy, but that's what I would do.
Yes, seems fine by
He's not
me.
going to get any.
Yeah, seems fine by me. So it's like how many points? So it's 2.
Or you can even do golden-headed Sisticola into the
Mannequin.
mannequin.
Yeah,
And then play the
saving an egg.
Kakapo.
So
Is he
yeah,
close
extra
on
points.
the end of round? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So he's trailing by 2, I believe, right now. After Groove played the Vulture. Oh no,
He's
it's
way behind.
food cost. Okay.
Food cost. Yeah, he's way far behind.
And
But
then mannequin doesn't help. Yeah, that much.
yeah, I know he would get up to 18, and that's nowhere.
So we don't
He'll
fight.
be third.
So for that, so we don't care. Groove is laying eggs now. I mean, yeah, reasonable.
Mm-hmm.
And so
He'll play the
what's the
whatever
plan? So
the sea eagle probably is his last turn, right? Just lay eggs right now and then play the sea eagle.
but maybe so.
Really?
Do we activate the olive sunbirds?
That is a good
To
question.
So we want to get an extra food, I believe, if you want to play 2 birds, right?
Does he have 2 or 3 turns left?
Oh no, so it's 2 turns left after laying eggs. So we
And
discard
so he
in the
does have
next
2
turn.
turns after laying eggs. Okay. Well, then I would definitely activate the sunbird then.
Now he has to, I think, because I think the plays would be seagull and then the little Pia cormorants, maybe.
So we get him 1, 2,
Or is a single bird played and then lay eggs
3,
again.
4, 5.
Okay, mass involved. I'm not there for mass. too much to think about.
Oh, okay. No, he does skip it. Okay. Maybe just play the Sea Eagle and. Man, can't believe she had the the Galoth all that game. Crazy.
Who?
All right.
Nasta?
Whose turn is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Pop.
Uh,
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, again, her bird is great, and I don't think
Mhm.
Gala was like a 100% play. Gala also gives out food, so that could be a
Yeah.
thing as well.
Mm.
Emerald Dove, Eastern Imperial plays, really good. Also, we have two nectars and a couple of extra food to play some other birds. So let's see. Okay, yeah, Sea Eagle is a play. Yeah, but we're keeping an extra
Interesting.
nectar, so
Keeping one nectar.
I
You
assume
think
it's
he plays the
either.
parakeet?
What do we copy? We can copy Emerald Dove, I think, and that's nice. What
It's
can we
still just
copy
a
as
four,
well?
I guess it's a 4-point play.
Yeah. What's better to copy? So we have eagles to copy, but we only have two cards in the hands, and it's
Oh,
less
I forget.
points.
Can you oh, I guess I didn't even think you could. I forgot that you could copy the eagle. Interesting. Wait, what's Nasta doing? Isn't this her last turn? Oh, she's gonna play the. I know what she's gonna do. Never mind. She's gonna play the hornbill with the gold crest.
Yeah, that's
Interesting.
okay.
That's
Play
legit. Yeah,
big
I
point
would have.
play,
I feel like I would have played the booby, but I don't know.
but it's also like a nectar swing, I think, in the
Is it?
forest.
Okay. Okay. And she
Yeah.
couldn't have. Oh yeah, 7, 8. Yeah, she couldn't have done the swing, the nectar in the in the wetland. Okay, makes sense. All right, what's Groove gonna do? Last turn. Oh. Okay. Yep. Yeah, you were right. Emerald Dove.
Yeah, so that's
Is
also
that a
nice part.
nectar swing? I can't tell.
Uh,
Yeah, he won the net. Yeah, I think he won the nectar with that too.
he won the nectar, but it was not a swing, so he kind of secured it. So
He's like, oh okay, oh okay. He was always gonna win it. Okay.
yep. So Teal's
Okay.
activations, yeah, we're almost closing on game 3. So let's see
Well,
the
okay. I
scores
think
there.
Groove's gonna win this one. See.
Yeah, I saw the glimpse of the points. Groove has
Yeah.
1 yellow power. So Nasta activated hers, I believe, the Malefowl.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I guess. Wait, if he plays, yeah, no, he won't be able to get any more on behaviorist.
so
But
wetlands, yeah.
oh, is that a 5? Huh, I can't. Oh, it's blurry on my screen.
Yes.
Okay, I thought it was a
Yeah,
3.
it's
It's
5.
5.
Yeah,
That's
it's a 5, and then mannequin into
super good.
Banelis. Titicola Banelis, yeah, because we have an extra food.
So is the Sisticola worth it? I guess it gives you 1 extra point.
Yeah. It does because mannequin gives you a discount, so
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, it's just 1 extra point. Okay.
that's a big swing, and I wonder if it's enough for. Okay, what's happening? So is it style points consideration? Yeah, Finch. Maybe it's like the contemplation after the game, like for FlyEagleFly about the Finch. Okay, too much food chosen. Yeah. Okay, again, I think style poisons consideration maybe. So it's I think it's between Groove and FlyEagleFly then. And we copy in, yeah, so Wetland for 3, and I think that's gonna be enough for Groove.
Yeah, I think
Yeah. I kinda also hate how the boards were changed so we can see the spoilers.
You can see this, the score before.
The glimpse of scores, yeah. But yeah, final scoring. Groove is in the leads. FlyEagleFly with a lot of tax actually. Wow. But Groove takes it on Nectar.
Yeah. Close.
Nice.
But and this is where I think we were trying to figure out before. If FlyEagleFly was second,
yeah,
that mean he's still, because I guess
so
if he gets third and Groove gets first, is that how it would work?
Yeah. So there is a chance that if game 4 goes Groove, Nastasiko, FlyEagleFly, then it's gonna be the next tiebreaker because 2 players will have 2 first places, the second and the third.
Yeah, I think So if Groove wins and FlyEagleFly gets third, I think then Groove wins the tournament. Maybe
no, because they will be at exactly the same scores, or maybe I'm not sure what's the tiebreaker there. So let me check. Okay.
But I guess to me, the question is, do they go to a 4th game?
If after 3 games, one player cannot be caught by either of the other players, regardless of further game results. Well, on my paper, FlyEagleFly can be caught in the exact same situation as we described.
Can or cannot?
Maybe somewhere in the chat.
I think he can.
Yeah.
Most...
Is Hen in the chat? Yeah, I see Hen. So I assume that there is a potential for for Groove to win the tournament. We will wait on the confirmation, but I think, yeah. So score comeback, because then 2 players will have the exact places in the matches, and then yeah, I assume it's gonna be decided based on scores. Yeah, points differential.
Groove was second in the last game, right? Let's look at these.
Okay, I'm gonna unmute the players for
since Groove was second.
Yeah.
If FlyEagleFly, I'm 99% sure if Groove gets first and FlyEagleFly gets third, then they'd be tied, and then it would go to points.
Yes. So it's not final. Yeah, but 3 games of 3 players in a row is too much for everyone.
Yes.
I mean, there is never too much wingspan, but at some points you also have to do other stuff. So game 4, I'm not sure if this is going to be streamed or not. Hopefully we can make it happen. If players can do that, that would be great. But other than that, I think we're gonna finish with today's streaming session. And thanks everyone for joining in. Thanks for tuning in for the games. Thank you the players for great performance. Good luck in your last game. Thank you Maudlin Cake for commentating with me.
Thank you, Alex.
Thank you everyone. Yep. Hope to see you again soon. See you around. Bye-bye. Hello everyone, thanks for joining in. We are about to start finals, game 4 of the Jacky Winter Jubilee tournament, the 3-player tournament. I believe the first one of 3-player format that we are able to stream the finals for. I'm Alex. Joining me today in the commentary booth is Kitty. Hello Kitty, how are you doing?
Hey Alex, I'm fine. How are you?
Yeah, I'm excited for this game. We streamed game 2 and 3 2 days ago, and yeah, for the final is here for this tournament are FlyEagleFly, Groovenstein, and Nastasiko. We are soon going to proceed to the absolute final game, because for the finals it's a format of 4 games and it's the final one. So best of luck to the players. I believe the multi-flip decided the order, so it's going to be FlyEagleFly, Groovenstein second, Nastasiko third. So FlyEagleFly, please send out the invite, and best of luck to the players. And let's play some birds. Have you been following the tournament, Kitty?
No, I was gonna ask you the same. I wanted to watch, but I was at a billiards pool tournament Saturday. Did you get to watch the first games?
Yeah, I was commentating the third one and watched the second one. Yeah, so obviously the players here in the finals are really decorated. I can hear myself. Yeah, okay. Yeah. So the players are really decorated. FlyEagleFly, a tournament winner already, a huge favorite here going into game 4. Groovenstein obviously needs no introduction, 4 times tournament winner, and Nastasiko showing a great performance here, especially in 3 players format. Before the finals, she never lost, she never went third in 3 players game, which is really a great showing. Now we're going to see what's the final game is gonna bring to the table. And yeah, first starting hand for FlyEagleFly. And what do you reckon?
A main duck is never a bad sight. I like how the filled columns is the last end of round. That's always a little bit tougher early on to get points on.
I think if you want to go attacking engine with main duck, you're not necessarily considering that you're going to score a lot of points for the field columns round 4. Yeah, but obviously a great choice here. Blackwood Becker as well, FlyEagleFly considering it. I mean, a great food source starting the game. So I think we have everything covered. Maybe except for the eggs, but I think that Taylor Bird maybe can go into the grasslands and we're gonna get steady 2 eggs in the early game, and maybe after some time the eggs are not the issue.
Wow, a Rosie Starling. Is this everybody gets tuck cards?
Yeah,
I really like Groove's hand. I love the Golden Eye. He already has the Rosie and the Parakeet for 2 of those nest types.
Yeah, also for the viewers, there is a trivia for Groove, right? So favorite birds, he always says it's not that common GoldenEye is his favorite. It's GoldenEye have chosen Groove to be his favorite bird. And he plays it a lot, and this starter definitely helps because 4 out of 5 birds have cavity nests. So yeah, maybe even play every cavity nest bird, right?
Well, the lorikeet certainly helps with food access, so that is nice. Very nice slot 1.
Yeah, I think I can say the same about the Groove starter. Everything is covered. We can draw cards, we can gain a lot of food, but also the GoldenEye will bring us eggs between the rounds, so that's a really nice starter there.
It looks like Nastasiko did not get the BioWeaver to join the top party.
Yeah, I mean we've seen the great performance from Great Teal, game 3, I believe, of these finals. Other than that, this bird, you don't really want to see that in your starting hand. I mean, Brown Shrike, again, shout out to Giraffe for Grab Engine, but Pipit and other birds like the Magpie, you don't really like to see in your starter. So I assume the plan here for Nastasiko is play Teal and see what deck what deck holds.
Yeah, it looks like she might have a little bit of work to do. Everybody else has some good cards to play.
Yeah. I mean, for teal, somebody mentioned in the chat day before yesterday that the success rate to find the wetland bird there is around 85-86%. So it's not that bad.
Yeah.
And sometimes you even get like extra options. So let's see how it turns out for Nasta there.
Three worms right off the bat. What a nice gain food action here.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's gonna depend on the luck, but I think you want the better luck starting the game for the woodpecker. So like you're saving some turns, picking up extra food. You're just taking 3 right away, right? So how much time you need to go into the feeder? I don't think that many more. But I think for Groove and for Fly, the plan is really simple right now. So figure out how to put all the starting birds on the boards. Maybe for Fly, the question will be, is the Tailor bird the plan for round 1? I don't think so, because it doesn't work for end of rounds. I think maybe play mains and then start digging as well.
Start digging, yeah, I agree.
Yeah, what are the finds for Nasta there? So Nutcracker, Kabura.
She kept it, which is probably what I would have done too.
Maybe we can try and play a game trying to figure out what's the Nasta plan here, because I think like for Groove and FlyEagleFly,
it's pretty straightforward. Yeah.
What do you reckon? How would you play that?
I know. I was, this is just kind of tricky because digging with the gray teal alone is obviously a little bit of an uphill there, but maybe if you're going to do a lot of digging, lay eggs and go ahead and get the kookaburra down in the water, so at least you're getting some food while you're doing the dig, would be something I'd probably consider.
Yeah. I assume by the laying eggs action, that is what is going going to happen.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, P-foul.
Yeah, good pickups. And with ditching the P-foul. Okay, interesting. I would assume maybe that P-foul stays because of big points. Main deck can generate food, and so we play P-foul for 7 points for 3 foods, and we get in extra cards to maybe work for main deck tags, or again looking at more. But then the question in finals is always, if you see a sharing bird, like the sharing power, do you ever try to work around it, or maybe you just say, let's be more conservative, and it's like the final game, so no sharing at all, so we can figure it out ourselves and hope to win?
Yeah, it's tough to call. The gamble or not to gamble, especially in a finals match. I know that a lot of thinking is going into these decisions.
Yeah, and interestingly enough, I think it's going to be somewhat of a Wetland Legend then on Fly's board. Looking at what food he is going to pick up, right? So fish, and after picking up little penguin from the tray. I mean, we saw that penguin, I believe I believe it was on Nasta board as well. Maybe I'm mistaken, but yeah, Penguin didn't show a great love to the player that played the Penguin. I believe it was a single cache for multiple
Oh, wow.
activations. Yeah. But yeah, it's like hit or miss for Penguin most of the time. So I assume having the main duck, we want to
Ooh,
activate Penguin if
Flamingo.
you play it. Interesting. Yeah. I think that might help, given that main duck is already played. So only single activation for now, but and we're going to go into the next round soon. It's rather tough to judge for now whether it's gonna be good or not.
Groove's in a good spot. It looks like, yeah, he's got all the food to lay them in the last 2 turns and then get the 3 eggs with the golden eye.
Yep. I mean, I assume that's going to be the first round for Groove. So do the actions correctly and just play for 4 of your birds, and basically the game starts for Groove round 2. Yep. And for Nasta, so it's like 3 turns. The food is there. If we want to play Flamingo, maybe then we'll have to overpay. Interesting pickup. I think that parrot might help, though the food is not correct for the parrot to be played, so it's either going to be another button activation if we want to play the parrot round 1, or yeah. Or maybe Flamingo is the plan, but like these cues from the players, like these long hovers. I mean, the first thing that went after the card draw activation is that Nasta hovered over parrots and it stayed there for a while. So definitely a note.
You think Nastasiko is considering the parrot?
Yeah, I mean, it's a good bird in terms of like of what we have on the board right now, and what options do we have except for the parrot, right? So I think it's one of the best at the moment, but we have to decide how we are going to play it, if we are going to play it. And it's going to be egg source, either an egg source or a food source, depending on the situation. I would assume it's going to be played into the forest. Or that. You never know. So the Raven right now is like, why is it good? Because it's like you don't overpay for the Raven, and you kind of delay in the parrot play. You still are going to be able to play it because you have a single egg on the teal. You just have to find the food, and food is there still, but players like Eagle and Groove work around the feeder. I think they want to play the birds as well, so maybe it's going to work out, maybe not. I think it's going. I think the Raven play was a bit of a tempo saver in a sense of food and turns left.
Or
and it's a single big birds, and it also works for end of round as well.
yeah, I don't know about the parrot because then you're giving somebody a nectar, so I'm sure she's probably taking that into consideration.
Yes, as I mentioned with like sharing birds, but I think at some point you have to compromise.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
If you only have good finds there for
Very
Nasta,
nice.
so
Yeah.
But the board before the Raven was looking
Interesting.
really grim. So it was just a teal Kookaburra, right? So it's not a great board going to second round, but really great finds from the deck right now. Both Sidebeast and the White Stork. So we're going to see a big grassland there, I assume, from Nasta.
The teal has, I think, maybe every draw has found something that she could keep. So at least that's going favorably.
Yeah.
Ooh, look at all these shell duck cards for Groovy.
Yeah, that's really interesting.
Wow.
So it's Sri Lanka. I think like the other bird to consider is maybe the Blight's hornbill, right? So we already have all of gravity nests, and it's easy for Blight's hornbill to work with GoldenEye.
Sure.
Ayora can be an option if we feel like we are struggling with X, though I would never say we're struggling since we have GoldenEye. Yeah, and Sri Lanka Blue Magpie is, I mean, it's just the bombiest bird you can imagine. Also having the lorikeet, right? So we're gonna have a lot of extra food if we feel like it. Starling generates extra food. It's going to be great for Groove.
Let's see what his tray looks like.
Yeah, going into round 2, important. Interesting.
Stubby.
Do we deny Rook? Because I think Rook can be really helping an engine of other players. If we don't want to go for engine ourselves, which I don't think Groove is going for right now. Quail with an abundance of food is a real tempo saver in terms of eggs as well.
Yeah, that would be great for Fly Eagle. So I think he has to block this double quail 100%. Block it or play it.
Yeah, I mean, Quail we pick up. I think for sure Groove is going to consider playing it. Maybe, well, again, but judging by the cues, it's like it was 95%, but now Groove is reconsidering. I still think it's going to be picked up, regardless of whether Groove is going to play it or not. And the next consideration maybe is, do we deny anything else in the tray? Because I think all the birds there are great.
Mm-hmm. I think it's questionable about the rook, as you see Fly Eagle has the main duck penguin.
Yes.
But we don't know, Groove doesn't know what Nastasiko's plan is. There's nothing in her grasslands yet. Yeah.
And again, it's going to be like a really high level of thinking there. Like the assumption from the player saying like, okay, is the rook going to be that helpful? Is the player going to play it because they have nothing in their grasslands, so they maybe want to build the grassland engine then? But we picked Groove discarded an egg, and okay, two cards from the. Oh, really interesting.
Wow.
2 cards from the deck and denied the heron. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe he wants to play it himself for the somewhat of an engine in the water.
I'm really shocked about the stubble quail, but he must have had other things in mind.
Yeah, see? Nasta is doing what I would do, having like the stray as a first player. So stubble quail and maybe picking up rook. Ooh, great reveals though. So I think it's kind of 16 worthy of a reveal for the red start.
Yeah. That goes great for the grassland population monitor as well. Oh, there went the Baya really quickly. Hi, and bye, Baya Weaver.
Yeah, no need, I assume.
The nectar's still nice. Yeah.
Yeah, still trying to figure out, like, okay, being Nasta, right? So you see this great tray, the quail, the heron, and the rook, and then I would be surprised if the heron is the only card being picked up. So it's, I assume, yeah. So see, right now, Groove. I'm not sure what he based his decision on, but right now I think Nasta has a great chance of building a really, really strong grassland engine. with obviously Groove didn't know the cards in the hand, but we know, and it's going to be, I assume, the stork, maybe the ibis.
Yeah, I think she has great cards, but I just see a little bit of a challenge food-wise.
Yes.
Yeah, the Australian Raven in slot 1, so you're only getting 2 foods when you take that action. That is going to be a little bit of a handicap to get those expensive birds down.
Well, I still think that the parrot there was an option for Nasta to generate food for that specific situation.
Yeah.
But the feeder doesn't help at this point.
No, I know. Yeah, that feeder is not being left nice.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
And
Okay.
Groove went for Heron Engine. It's interesting. I think
He
it
does
can
like
generate
those
a lot of points.
gamblers. Yeah.
Yeah, the next question is gonna be then, is it like a speedrun click in the Heron, or you gonna slow roll every dice, or like every 2 dice in case of the Heron, and say like, okay, it hit once, and then you consider, do you want to go twice, or you just like click, 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 and see like either 3 caches or 0, depending on your luck. So I think that's also a little tell on the player, like on the player style as well.
Dang, Nastasiko is in a think spot here.
Well, is it even worth it trying to go wetlands on Nasta side and being like, okay, let's reset the feeder with Kakabura activation? Maybe a lot of nectar after the reset.
Yeah, but that's tough to gauge that when there's 2 players after you, I think so. Then they can go reap the rewards before she can get a stab at it again.
Yeah, basically it's a dead end when you kind of like want to take food and you can manipulate the feeder, but then the players are also aware of that and saying like, okay, other players, I mean, and then like, okay, you need foods, we're gonna stall for as much as possible, so it's on you. It's on you. Whenever you're ready, yeah, just do it. We are fine with that.
Yeah, what does he tuck under here? I mean, maybe Butcher Bird, unless he really wants to play that, or that's tough.
Yeah, partridge. Whoa, attacking the single partridge. Okay, also having all the foods for the partridge to be played. That's interesting.
Yeah, I agree.
I think it would be really easy to see the partridge being played again from my perspective, because then even though there is no second bird in the forest, a single activation is going to be 4 eggs, and so you kind of set like with 4 eggs you can play all the birds in your second and third columns.
Yeah.
So it's really nice, and I wonder.
This woodpecker has gotten 3 worms per activation, so he's gotten 9 worms this game. That is crazy.
Yeah, and especially again, given that woodpecker hits really nice, why wouldn't you play the partridge, and then you still have all this extra food to play other birds? So it was interesting. Yeah. And also what is interesting is that Black Knight Oriole is just sitting there.
Yeah.
Nobody fancies the great birds, which is Black Knight Oriole. I think it's really strong, but it's also maybe sitting in the trade because not a single player there kinda wants to spread his actions between habitats. I think right now Groove is the least inclined to go activating different habitats. So laying eggs for Groove is pretty much useless. But maybe the Oriole value. Also, especially on this board, right? So already 4 teals played. Why don't you add the 5th one, which is also great? Right now we can, we went for Magpie, which is obviously an insane bird to play. I wonder about that Griffin Vulture play. I don't see it being that big of a value play right now. Even though it's it's end of round 2. I assume it's going to score some points, but
It
doesn't
looks
seem
like
like
one so far. Yeah.
doesn't seem like players are heavy into hunters, and Groove himself is not heavy into hunters. So I believe a single hunter on every board. So interesting, definitely interesting.
It looks like Groove can now take the water back.
Yeah, and I also from the previous stream, I kind of went. I was not really praising the birds, the type of birds which are kind of like Oriental Magpie Robin.
Mm-hmm.
So the birds are introduced in Asia, which are 0 points, and then for each 3 eggs in the habitat, they bring you extra resources. Nasta played it, and I assume it's a kind of a desperation play of a sort, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just to make the forest a little bit better.
Yeah, to get that extra food. Yeah, I could see that.
We want to find the birds to be played in the forest, for the forest to be better. I would think maybe even that Nutcracker would be much better than Magpie Robin, right? Because right now the situation is as follows: we play in the Robin, but we are not getting extra food from the Robin because we haven't laid eggs in the forest, right? I don't think you are allowed to choose the habitat, right?
Yeah, I think she's gonna get one. Is it wheat or worm, and then you can either cash it or keep it, right?
It's like for every 3 eggs in the habitat.
I think so. Yeah, I'm not real familiar with that bird. I haven't personally played it, but I think it's something along those lines.
Yeah.
It did get her a point on site selection, though. We can't. There's a point there, and I think the food is just really valuable for her right now to get the food and keep it.
Yeah, that's true. Like the biggest problem for Nasta was the food.
Oh, interesting. Lyrebird, okay. That copies eagles. Keep all the worms. Okay, so that could be pretty nice for the Sri Lanka.
Is Lyrebird the copy the previous player?
Yeah, so it can copy FlyEagleFly's woodpecker, right?
Yeah, like I always forget which bird, like which neighbor copies. Like for the Lyrebird, is it next or previous, or for Tui?
It's previous, well? Yeah.
So if previous, this is really nice.
Yeah. Starnest for the Goldeneye, easy to play with worms from Rosie. That was a good pull for sure.
Yeah, Groove already at 50 going into round 3, which is really nice.
Okay, Nastasiko's tray is...
Well, Turtle Dove is alright.
Turtle Dove's okay, yeah.
Ibis Bill is a maybe.
Oh, not the GIB. What a reveal.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Again, also interesting cue from Groove, saying like, okay, this Lyrebird. I assume it was also after the reset from Nasta. Okay, Lyrebird is dancing. Because like the reset showed a lot of grubs and the nectar. So
Yeah.
from the forest we activated once, we take food, we discard with Lorikit, so we're gonna gain extra 2. So we're going to be able to play Lyrebird right away. Yeah, and that bastard reveal, yeah, definitely rule 16.
Wow.
I think.
Yeah. That is a tough reveal. I think what oh, Groove's gonna go ahead and take food. Okay.
Yeah, that's for the Lyrebird, I assume. Yep.
Yeah.
All the nectar. Yep. What is also interesting, like I recently played multi with German cards, and Lorikit was translated incorrectly, and players tried to convince me that you have to discard the nectar from your counter on nectar in the forest. I would say, nope. Check the notes.
Oh,
It's
no.
a wrong translation. Yeah, you discard into it, not from it. So yeah, definitely helps Groove secure that nectar win in the forest.
Oh, yeah. He's got a big lead on it right now.
Yeah, and also with like Lyrebird copying the Black Woodpecker, assuming it succeeds, I think Groove it's going to be really easy for Groove to secure the habitats with nectar. Also depends on the luck on the resets, but I think it's already looking like forest is secured. Wetlands is almost certain to be secured.
Mm-hmm.
And for grasslands, I mean, we can fight. It's only like two points for now on Fly's board. So
I think Eagle was hoping for some nectars, but they're not there in the feeder.
yep, there's a possibility. I mean, you always want the best situation in the feeder, and I think in key moments sometimes the game just says like, never the good ones, never the good dice. Yeah, Trade reveal the mutes one and Carrion Crow as well. Is that the sign?
The Preds will come.
Yeah. To go even more into wetlands, I think so.
Yeah, he needs a card gainer, I think, though, if he wants to do that route. But he could play it right away with the food he has in hand to get access to an extra card.
Yep.
Certainly get more card sight with the tucks. Ooh, and as your chick.
Yay.
The penguin is not going so hard for him, huh?
Yeah. But already took caches. Okay, and Tui as well. So both the Tui and Lyrebird options. And they're also for Groove, but there's nothing to copy for
yeah.
Tui.
Not in Nastasiko's forest.
Yeah, Nasta Forest is kind of flashy with the yellow and the teal. Right.
Ooh, a mannequin.
Groove is going. Drawing cards. The question is, Carrion Crow maybe? Double down on Vulture, Carrion Crow?
I don't know. I think, like you said earlier, there's not a whole lot of Preds on anybody's board. I think, what is it, 1 apiece? No, there's 2 on...
There's 2 right now, yeah.
2 on Eagles. Yeah, he's got the Butcher Bird out now. Wow, and the Dove. So he could really do some damage with Suri Lanky, but it'll be interesting to see what he decides here. No dove.
Yeah, Heron failed on the first one, which is also...
Yeah, I saw that. But it looks like the heron's gotten more success than the penguin. Poor little penguin this game.
Yeah, I think it's kind of the question of how early can you play the heron so that it beats the penguin? Because at some point, I think it beats it. I think heron beats penguin eventually, but penguin by itself is 7 points. So you have to activate the heron a couple of times for it to be better than penguin in Maudlin engine.
Nastasiko has the foods for the white stork. Do you think she will play that next?
I think so. Yeah.
I think so too.
Big birds, it's easy to be played. Munia actually is interesting, right? Because Munia allows Nasta to generate grains, discarding cards, right? And so we don't have to go into forest for the food. We can lay eggs even on them. What's the bird name? I mean, it's so rare to see it being played, like the zero teal. Yeah, Magpie Robin. I'm kind of blanking on the name. I think the plan for Nasta is to play the stork, lay eggs, pick up great cards from the tray, or maybe denies potentially great cards for her opponents, and then lay eggs into the forest for Magpie Robin to bring even more food. And then we can decide. I think it's going to be something like the last round. We have to, maybe we don't have to, but we are inclined to play the turtle dove for extra value. Yeah.
I think it wouldn't be a bad play with what we see in hand currently.
Yeah, and second chance for that crow, right? So Groove ignored it the first time. It stayed in the tray, and now second time is the charm for now. Carrion Crow. Honestly saying,
sitting there for a minute.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. Honestly saying, going into the second round, Nasta board was looking empty. Right now, it's really looking really dangerous.
Yeah, I agree.
For her opponents. It's going to go burr the good old grassland engine. And that rook, I mean, that rook is going to be a big bird. I think even bigger than the penguin. At some point.
Yeah.
So what are the birds Nasta is trying to find there? Maybe final bird to finish the engine?
Yeah, I think so.
Drongo is not enough. Here we don't care about those birds. We just... Oh, wait, what's happened? Yeah. The grain there. Okay, Munia just allows to take the grain,
The grain, yeah. That makes sense.
We always stuck with Ibis, I think, and we always stuck with Rook as well, because we're generating a card from White Stork. So basically, somewhat cycling and generating a lot of points. Yeah. I think it's looking better and better for Nasta. On the other hand, I think...
They're all tied on this end of round? Is that what we just saw? They all have the same amount of worms cost in their birds?
Yeah, I think so. And what's also interesting, on the contrary, like I was praising Nasta board and turn around for the board, for the tableau. And FlyEagleFly seemed to kind of losing the tempo a little, right? So we haven't seen the biggest of plays. So it was like Mute Swan and Black Red Star played that this round, and not a lot of points generated there.
I think the red start was down last round, if I believe. It looks like he's only played one bird so far.
Even the Swan. Oh, what the reveal from Nasta. So
big pointers.
Great birds there. Yeah. I would think we are not be able to play those though.
Yeah.
Okay, attacking the budgie. That's fine. Yeah, Flamingo can go. Okay, FlyEagleFly is in a tough spot here, I think.
Yeah, I agree. I think maybe he will play the God Whip to get the 5 eggs. Yeah, that makes sense.
Also helps with the end of rounds. So, yeah, with that play, I think that's... Oh, no, and endangered species.
ESP. With Kea and Indian Bustard in the hands, I'm sure he's not mad about that.
Okay. I take my words back. That was a great find, and now suddenly he seems in shape, in good form. And I think the plan there is we take in food, we play in Kia, and potentially playing Bastard, right? And
what about for Groove though? He's in a little bit of a interesting spot here.
Double down on Carrion Crow?
Yeah, I don't know. Okay.
The only time is now, I think, yeah.
Yeah.
The only time is now. We are losing the nectar. I don't think that matters that much because we have the magpie. Magpie can catch that nectar on any bird by itself. So I'm not sure that Eagle Owl is looking like it's going to be played.
No, I don't think so.
I think maybe the mannequin or the columns in round 3. If we are able to find the bird from Shelduck. Okay, Teal's activation. That where Groove is like thriving, right? So
yeah,
points on Vulture, points on Carrion Crow, Shelduck or Shelduck first before the Magpie.
Yeah.
Bail! Yes!
I kind of like the parakeet though.
Yeah, I wish the Baal is playable there, but there is only a single brown hunter for now. And parakeets, I mean, again, we saw this situation in game 3. I think parakeet was picked up and the kiwi was played on another board. So parakeet copying kiwi is always nice. I think it was not the decision for the players that game though. But now we have the ESP, right? So there is a possibility for some plays. Though I think right now Forest data analyst is not working.
Well, I think the nice thing about the parakeet is Groove could save it to play it off the mannequin as well. If he was thinking somebody's holding on to a kiwi or booby or...
Yep, absolutely.
Snow bunting
always
a little late.
Yeah, bunting I think is late. I think it has a potential to bring a little bit of value. I think again for Groove especially because we don't have much otherwise. We can consider the plan of bunting if we want to not go mannequin into parakeets. Yeah, on Fly's board is somewhat straightforward, I assume. We can generate a lot of points in wetlands, so we go there, and then we consider playing Kia and Indian Bastard. Yeah, FlyEagleFly is not even saying like, here's your bunting, you can have it. Because I assume he's kinda done with wetlands activations.
Yeah.
The earliest bunting can be on board is 2 rounds later, and so we can go wetlands once more, and then we just can do 3 other activations. I would assume.
Yeah, maybe some food if they're gonna play the Kia.
Food, Kia, and Bastard, I think. Yeah, after that.
Yeah.
So wetlands, food, Kia, and Bastard. For Groove, yeah. So Groove, pick up Smell. Okay. It doesn't help with end of round. House Crow is a... Another teal. More teals. Eurasian Magpie is not powerful there. Ooh, Red Knot. Red Knot is great.
Knot. Okay.
Okay, click, click, click. Yes.
Click, click, click. The power of those clicks paid off.
Discarding Smew. So Red Knot, I assume now, judging by the boards, we are not playing Parakeet just yet. Yeah, we're dancing with the knot, so I think it's gonna be the knot. The question is going to be like, is it going to be the knot from the mannequin? Because again, mannequin helps with the end of round. And right now, Groove is in the lead for that, so 7 points for the end of round 4 is definitely a great chunk of Groove score and Groove chances to win the tournament. So he's trying to maximize every point, and I think that's going to be the plan for him. Yeah, there is a poll in the chat, so if you feel like you have the favorite to win the game, share your opinion there. And it's hard to say. I think
so too. Yeah.
I think I could definitely say that there is a potential turnaround from Nasta. And I think well, it's hard. Other than that, it's hard to judge.
Oh, there's the big hunt from the penguin.
Yeah, finally. Penguin value. So I believe it's like 7 cashed right now on Penguin. Yes. So,
that Sisticola was such a nice find for FlyEagleFly's grassland population monitor as well.
Yeah, and also potential red start value, right? Yeah, revealing the Eastern Imperial though for Groove. And Groove had both the Teal Hunter caching powers, right? In terms of Vulture and Carrion Crow. So definitely helps. Now the plan is maybe... Well, we are 1 foot short, right? So if you want to play Mannequin into Eastern Imperial, okay, even more Heron value. Wow. Like answering the Penguin hunt, Heron says, "Okay, I also can hunt. Look at me go. More caches."
Okay, he also skipped the tuck on the Starling there.
So Eagle is in the cards then, definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
I think then also the Mannequin is in the cards if we're skipping the tuck, right? Wait. Wasn't it better to tuck and play the Mannequin for 2 foot? Okay, if we tuck in, how many cards we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. then
maybe he wants to
4.
discard a card for extra food. I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah, that's
The
interesting.
idea behind that.
So if we were to tag under the Starlink, we're still gonna. Like, how many cards do we have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Mm-hmm.
And we have an extra card from the red knot, right? So it was kind of worth it to tag, I think. If we are to play mannequin and then but an egg though, right? But then we just lay eggs. The last activation. Okay. Groove went food. That's fine still. Right?
Yeah. Looks like the woodpecker is not as lucky for
Oh,
food
yeah.
as it is for eagle.
So what I am forgetting is that we have the best bird in the game, Sri Lanka blue magpie. So we always want to go food, right? Because every time we go food, it's points basically. And now we have enough eggs to play all of our birds. So we play mannequin, that's a single egg. We play the red knot, that's 2 eggs. We have 1 left. But then, we kind of lose in value if you're not playing Eastern Imperial prior to teal activations. But I think it's only 2 points and it's worth going for mannequin into red knot still. And then we have 1 egg left, and regardless of what we are deciding to play, we still can able to play both Eastern Imperial and red knot. So yeah, good on Groove for going that way. Definitely more points. So we can also utilize that nectar to cash with Magpie. Since we have 4 grabs left, it doesn't matter, right? So then we can still play the eagle and generate the value from vulture and crow. So that's looking good for both.
He can afford to discard some foods here for the Kea.
So we overpaying a little, looking at the single cards. So how good is that? Yeah, that's bad. So we're discarding 3, right?
Yeah,
we're discarding just enough.
Oh,
and
nice
mechanical
pointer. Okay. Well worth the 3 discarded foods.
Yes. And then Buster is going to copy ESP still, right? Because ESP is going to be 9.
1 more point.
Yep. Not discard, just cash it. Yeah, because it's another bird that discards, right? The red crowned crane. Red knot first. Are we playing Eastern Imperial without? Ooh, behaviorist.
Oh, wow. Well, mannequin will get him 3 on that behaviorist, though, if he plays the mannequin, that is.
Yeah.
Which I don't see why he wouldn't.
But I just said that, and then Groove went the other way. So I wonder if it's like point loss at the moment. Maybe I'm missing something. I still think that maybe playing the Eastern Imperial was better. I
think because FlyEagleFly has 2 predators and Groovenstein only has 1 predator on the board. So playing the EIE early, it wouldn't have changed how many points he can cash on his teals.
Okay, yeah. Sure.
Or Nastasiko. Oh, good.
Yes.
She discarded some but she still got stuck with the wetlands analyst.
Yeah, so going with Booby, looking at 3 cards and seeing 2 ranger cards, it's just like it's like someone shoot yourself. It's shooting yourself in the foot almost, right?
Yeah, this game has been a big challenge for her.
Yeah. Maybe not even yourself. Maybe the Booby just brought the gun and said like. Yeah, good boards overall.
Yeah, they are.
Parakeet. Yeah, now parakeets can copy a lot of things. What is the best thing to copy?
Well, maybe.
Oh, yeah. Cysticolas. Yeah, I forgot about that. So if we copy Cysticola, then we play the mannequin. We still get the value from behavior is 3 points.
Okay.
Okay, no more free spots. Ah, you don't have enough eggs. I wonder if it's a bug. We're copying the
Cysticola deducts an egg out of the cost to play it.
Yes, I see that. So,
oh, wow. I have never seen this bug. Have you seen this before?
Okay, I see. Okay. Yes, so this situation requires mod interference. So I think we're going to stall here for a little. Wait, what happened? Okay, so players are skipping.
They made a decision. Okay.
Yeah, so Groove is skipping the turn, I think, from Parakeet, and I think the scores are going to be set. And the mods will count the scores after. So we're going to have the scoreboard. It's not going to be effective. Nasta will proceed with her turn, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So Nasta is proceeding, and so I assume the only points that's going to be reconsidered is groove points. Are groove points. I wonder if he is going to activate his teals. Yep, teals are activated there.
We might as well do the teals. It'd be the same result even if he did the double play, with the exception of one food that he would have spent on the mannequin.
Now the question is, what are the caches? All of them? Okay, so we live in a single foot. I assume that's for the counting of the
mannequin play. Yeah, that makes sense.
Play.
Yeah.
Yes. And we're going to see the scores right after Nasta do her teals. Ah, no, yellows as well, right?
Right.
FlyEagleFly, the yellow. Is Taylor Bird? Yeah, a lot of points actually. 7. Ooh, yeah. What a game for.
Wow. Nice little Taylor Bird. Got some eggs there too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, based on the scores, they're not final. I think they're final for FlyEagleFly and Nasta, but not for Groove.
Right. Correct.
So definitely a great game. So GG to players. I still think, with this result, I don't think that matters for Groove. I think it's only the matter of how much points he scores. But FlyEagleFly win secures him the tournament win. So that's the result of the tournament. So congratulations.
Thanks. Yeah, well played. It was a good game, fun game to watch. There was a lot of different things going on.
Yes, we are going to see if we are able to bring the players to speak. I believe Groovenstein said prior to the game that he wouldn't be able to.
Yeah, let's see. I know Groove said that he probably couldn't speak, but perhaps Nastasiko or FlyEagleFly would like to chime in. Okay, looks like FlyEagleFly is able to say some things for us.
I'll deafen the players for now so they can hear us. And it looks like we're going to hear the word from our winner.
Our new tournament champion.
Yep. Okay. I unmuted FlyEagleFly, and hello, congratulations on winning the tournament.
Hello, thank you so much.
Yeah. Show us through it. Like, how did you feel? Like, it was 4 games, right, to secure the tournament. So how did you feel throughout the games?
It was a grind. Nastasiko and Groover, great players. So I felt like every point was a battle to get, but they were fun games. They were all different, I think, too. And this last one was, I wasn't feeling too great about it to start, but I think unfortunately some of the Predator power started to hit a little bit more, and that certainly helped, I think.
Yes. Any noticeable plays again throughout those games? Meaning like the 4th one was definitely the fresher one, but maybe from prior?
Yeah, game 3 was interesting because I kind of felt like I was, and that's the game that Groove won. I felt like I was down the whole time, and I finally was able to pull together like a decent wet lens at the end, but I just ran out of time to kind of catch up, and I just always kind of felt like I was trailing, I'll say, yeah, I think it was just like each game just felt like a little bit different, where just, kind of setting up, the wetlands, the one game. This one was a bit more, I say, diverse in terms of like cards to play. But, I got a good kick out of going back and rewatching, I think it was game 3, where Groove and Nas were passing back the Kestrel the entire time. Yeah. I had no idea that was taking place. So I got a good laugh out of that.
Yeah, nice. How do you feel like what was the better strategies in the tournament in 3 players, like plant birds, maybe some engines, stacking engines, grassland engines? What do you feel worked the most or the better?
Yeah, I think it's with the base game cards not there. I think it's really tough to like establish a engine with strong ground powers. Like there are definitely some available, I'll say, but I think one of the commentators made a point in one of the games where a lot of those ground powers just aren't there, and so I think you have to kind of be a little bit more open to trying to utilize the teals, the yellows a bit more. If you can, just play more birds. But I think one of the things that I had to keep reminding myself was that with the base game, a lot of the bonus cards that maybe you're looking for are just not there either. And so you have to, I think, like be a bit thoughtful around just kind of like how you're building your board in the hopes of which bonus cards you are potentially kind of, looking for later down the line. So that was, I think, a big key for me. I mean, it was definitely just like, again, having to continually remind myself, like, you're not going to find some of these great brown powers. You're not going to find some of these, bonus cards. And so how do you kind of build a board to kind of keep that in mind as you're trying to get points?
Okay, thank you for sharing. Kitty, do you have any questions to FlyEagleFly?
No, I enjoyed. I didn't get to catch the first ones, Eagle, but well played on this one. Everything came together really nicely. Congratulations.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, so thank you everyone for joining in. Once again, FlyEagleFly, congratulations, and thanks to the players for agreeing on streaming the games. And it was the first 3-player finals that was streamed. So thank you to all the viewers as well. Thank you to Mod team and Helper team for helping resolve this situation in Game 4. And we will see you around and keep you posted.